Moshi, good morning. Been far too long. What has it been, a week? Oh, this is what happens when Jordan works day shifts. Terrible. I despise getting up in the morning as much as anybody else does, and, well, it's where we are. Don't they know that this affects my streaming schedule? As long as other life happenings, but we're back. For at least today and tomorrow, I think. We'll figure something out.
Thank you.
Oh, you stepped on my peanuts! The best types of peanuts. Peanuts. Penguins. How are you? Asking the important questions. No, we don't need to play Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 Sisters Generation. We finished that last time. We finished a game, actually. We're slowly catching up with Cartesian Cat and how often she finishes games, but it's been a while. How are things across the pond? Do you guys have a new prime minister? I think that's what, 7 in the past 10 years for you guys. You guys are really batting it out of the park. I mean, at least you don't have an orange Cheeto in charge. I guess I should ask: does your prime minister currently shit himself? Larry the Cat is the best prime minister. Is that what happens? Like the cat just comes with the house, right? That's how that's how they're supposed to work with that or something. Yeah, wasn't he like, I don't know what prime minister brought him in, or maybe it was the Queen. Oh, the Queen. She said like, hey, you guys got a rat problem. So here's Larry. And everyone just has to accept him. I don't know, but yes, Larry the Cat truly is the guy running the show. And I believe we're starting a new chapter right on into it. Things happen. That's always good. Get on into the bits of things. I'm trying to figure out whether my intro caught me meowing. I didn't realize I didn't mute my
this
microphone.
This has been a good one, hasn't it? We've had a bountiful harvest, and the demand's on the up and up.
Oh, a bountiful harvest, are we? That's a lot of windmills. Reminds me of Baldur's Gate. Are we just going to throw a goblin on there and yeet him on into the next county?
And it'll keep going up because we have so many new farming techniques for 1209 and beyond. Next year's festival is sure to be better.
Oh, sounds like these villagers are very excited about the new John Deeres.
I had loads of fun today, but I would have had even more fun if Lashkar was here.
I don't know who this Lashkar guy is, but I guess more fun. Does that mean he strips down to his bra and panties and has a tickle fight with everybody?
Tomorrow's the last day of the festival.
Oh, thank God. Can you imagine, just like the previous games, we're going to show, well, it's the first day of a 9-day festival. We're going to have things to do all the time.
Yeah, I heard the car he was riding in broke down in the capital.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
It'll be okay, though. He'll be here tomorrow for sure, so cheer up.
Is that Gaston? Gaston? Ranji.
Favorite reporter. Why are you walking around town all by your lonesome?
Oh, I think this is something bad about to happen.
Why don't you drop by the bar and grab a couple drinks with me? The night's still young.
I, really shouldn't.
Now, dear, don't pressure the poor man. I'm sorry about him. He's just lonely because our daughter couldn't make it in time for the festival.
I'm not lonely. She said she'd be here tomorrow.
Oh, it's that hot reporter guy! Hello! What's the latest scoop?
Perhaps he'd be kind enough to do another feature on our inn. Why don't you stop on by? Drinks are on the house.
Is it an inn or is it a brothel? What does that wink mean? If we just sit here and just let her wink at us, do we have to sit there and figure whether or not she's having a stroke?
Trust me, I'd love to. Unfortunately, I've got an early start tomorrow. On second thought, I'll take you up on that offer. I'll be over soon. Save me a table.
I'm trying to figure out what that was. Sound like a whistle or something.
Yay! Sounds good. We'll see you there.
Our moment is at hand, my fellow countrymen. We shall vanquish the knights and the noblemen, trample the enemy underfoot, and stain the palace floors with their blood.
Fancy seeing you here. I never thought I'd find you casually whistling La Raciones.
It's been some time since we last met, Dingo Brad. Though we did cross paths in Tharbad, albeit briefly.
So I'm trying to think to myself. So we last had, like, I guess the intermission chapter, if you will, and things were going well. It was a well enjoyed thing, you know, just until the very end where we were told there was an attack, on a village. I believe was it the Krail village, where numerous people were there. Assumed no survivors, apparently. We don't know if it was like some type of nuclear or some type of firebombing attack or whatever. That's sort of where, you know, we had the other reporter that goes on with Muriel, I believe her name was. We heard the radio broadcast of an attack. And Dingo was apparently there, so I'm assuming this is the pretense of showing what's about to happen. I guess the timing of it hasn't been exactly right up there, but you know, I guess we'll see what happens.
If we exclude that little encounter, I haven't seen you since your days as a mere informant in Messeldom.
Yeah, and you were still Enrique's second in command back then. I caught wind of your arrival here. I thought the idea was ludicrous at the time, and yet there you stand.
You know, I fixed that thing, and it still doesn't show. But I did hear the sound. DJ, thank you. 49 months, 51 months total. My goodness, welcome on in. So DJ is the Daybreak expert. I assume this is the pretense of what happened. We were brought up to speed on the last stream of the attack. I do not know, but like I said, Dingo was presumed dead. So, yeah, there he is.
So answer me this. What's your game here, Gerard Dantes?
Oh, he said that name like I should know who it is or something. I mean, he does look like a mafia guy, so...
You're a persistent one, I'll give you that. You've been following our trail for a long time now. And lo and behold, your dogged pursuit has finally borne fruit. Congratulations. I shall bestow upon you a reward, one far greater than any Pulitzer.
He's the Almada leader we met in Tharbad. I mean, it's been a damn week.
Let me guess. The sweet release of death, huh?
I haven't the slightest idea of remembering anything. He said the name of the game, right?
Well, yes. It truly is a pity. I do sincerely respect your investigative prowess. However, before you meet your demise, I will offer you a glimpse of the end of time.
Ooh, a glimpse. Look at us.
Is that thing made of shards?
Correct. This is the artifact that Basel professor fell just short of completing. Or rather, this is a substitute for it.
Wait.
It's called an explosive lens, or so I hear. Alas, the professor met an untimely end before he could finalize a formula for the most efficient structure. Though this shard-based replica will suffice, and I can detonate it with my sword. Its destructive capabilities are beyond compare. This little village will be history.
Are you insane? You'll get caught up in the blast too!
Ah, but I have an ace up my sleeve. Teleportation. Still, I'd place my odds of survival at 30%. But the thrill of the gamble is irresistible.
Wait! There are children here. Not even Adios could forgive such a heinous act. Please give these people time to evacuate. I'm begging you.
I'm afraid doing that would defeat the entire point of this experiment. Every living creature is equal in the face of true fear. Demonstrating that is my life's purpose. How fortunate that your camera can now connect to a Zypher, though it will not save you. So why not drop it and fight to the bitter end?
Because I know I can't stop you. But thanks to this, I can pass the torch to those who will.
Burn in the pits of Gehenna! Gerard Dantes!
Such bravado. Now take your final shots and die!
Well, Dingle's gonna have some slight ringing in his ears.
Van. Mario.
Okay, I don't think he's surviving that. It's like the end of RoboCop or Terminator. I was confused for the longest time. I know that doesn't take much. But I thought Pal World came out quite some time ago. I didn't realize that was like the beta or whatever. November 19th, 1208, 103. Yeah, finally got its 1.0.
Can't believe it. They managed to forcibly detonate the weapon.
But yeah, I sort of was under the impression that was it. But it, you know, essentially, I mean, if that's what they want to have is longevity out of people playing it, I mean, that's what it's got to be, is a grindy. It's just like an upscale Pokemon game with like guns, and you build yourself a base, right? Like that's essentially what it is. You turn these pals into your slaves, I guess. You got a few towers left, I think, before you get to the world tree. Okay.
This can't be happening.
So we, at this point in the intermission before it happened, all we knew is some type of attack or something. We didn't quite know what it is. Now clearly we're aware of what they did. Detonated a super weapon. It's funny, like already, we've discussed this before. This game has a much darker outlook that I can appreciate. They're very more realistic in the way the world works, as opposed to all this make-believe robot shit and whatnot. And you'd have the Ouroboros, which I assume is still in some way, shape, or form, still obviously existing in some way, shape, or form. But they were just after in some way, shape, or form of like global taking over the world, right? Run the people, but they never went to the spot of detonating a nuclear weapon or a shard weapon, which is very similar. Like, this guy didn't hesitate at all. Just like that, I'm going to show you my true power, and that we're not afraid to use it. It was, there's a bunch of empty threats that Ouroboros had with us. They never threatened that type of stuff. So, alrighty, who is messaging me? Yeah, remember that Dingo sent that to Van on his way back. Okay.
I see now just how capable he was. He uploaded the footage to the Orbital Network cloud by combining his camera and Zypher to distribute it across rural wireless networks. Had he not done so, the footage would have surely been lost.
That's right. Thank you, DJ.
He was one of the most irritatingly charming guys I've ever met. He was charismatic as all hell.
But they didn't show the picture. They just showed him checking his phone and just having that weird look, like he just read something terrible, but it didn't quite share with the class what had happened. But you sort of knew it was a bad news message that he got, type of thing. Which is weird though, because again, my guess is that Durande, he doesn't care. Like, he was fully aware of like, Go ahead, take your picture. I know you're gonna load this up, like, so clearly, you know, we can get the people on this. They don't care. They do not care. That's why you never deal with terrorists.
Everything he did was perfect to a T, but he never let his talents get to his head. He probably knew this would happen, but he still didn't turn back. What was that dumbass thinking?
Van.
He did a lot for me and Nina.
Same for all of us as well. To say nothing of all the people in Cray.
Cray. Cray. Well, how'd they figure out how to use a nuclear weapon? I thought they weren't able to finish it. Don't think they did. It'd have to have been pretty close to completion, though. And they must have been able to bridge the gap with the explosive lens and an artifact. They abandoned the scientific process and relied on brute force to achieve their desired outcome, and they trampled on the wishes of Professor Callahan all out. So what are we going to do now? A whole lot of people have access to this video. Not like it's been released to the public, but yeah, a lot of people have got their hands on it now. I can't believe the CID effectively resorted to blackmailing you just to get access to the video. They could have simply seized the server it was on and blocked access to it until we provided the password Dingo left with you. Regardless, they didn't leave us with much choice. Now it's in the hands of the armies and police's top brass, as well as the guild. I'm certain other nations' intelligence agencies and criminal groups have it as well. I asked Marduk HQ if they have it, but they just said they'll get back to me when they have an answer. They are being coy, in other words, so I believe it is safe to assume they also have it. Who doesn't have it at this point? Doubt putting it out there was the CID's decision alone. I'm thinking there's a higher power at play here. A heist in all of Calvert. Huh? Why would the president want it? Don't know, but if he's making a big claim like that, he's probably got some idea why he would. Though there is one thing we can all agree on. We can't let these guys get away with this shit any longer. You got that right. We just need to sniff out their next move. They wouldn't pull a stunt like this without a plan. It's gotta be a follow-up act. I'd fit what that guy in the armor told us.
Like I said, the real fun will begin at our next playdate.
See, the problem is, like, just even in real life, of sort of like, you know, why nuclear weapons aren't just used at the at a whim, is that you sort of like what comes next, right? Like, you might achieve getting what you wanted because you used it, but once you've used the most powerful weapon known to man, what, like, people got to put you on off on your rocker type of thing. That's the whole, you know, that's sort of like the thing that people are sort of throwing around now, with the war happening between the US and Iran, is the latest rumor the internet has told me is that you guys aren't going to have midterms because the Cheeto, the Donald, is going to launch a nuclear weapon on Iran. And that's going to be the reason why you guys don't get to vote anymore. I hope that's not the case. That is a terrible, terrible thing. But that's what the internet says. And that is terrifying to think in our day and age.
In a joyous carnival of blood and
violence,
the likes of which the world has never
Why?
seen.
Now you need to get 18 more. Watch.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18, okay.
Or you can just buy them.
Yeah, but we don't do that, right? Yes, the tragedy struck on the night of that very day. They must have already been preparing for the attack on Kree when we met him. Well, then they better be prepared to pay for it too. It's safe to assume they were fully aware of how everyone would react to this incident. Yeah, I mean, they wanted all eyes on him. Must have been what they were after for the word go. They manipulated Professor Callahan, and when they got what they wanted, they tossed him aside like a used ragdoll. and then proceeded to use his work for the most heinous purpose imaginable, with flagrant disregard for human life. It makes me sick. Still don't know what our best course of action is, but what do I know that this dingo gave us a request that we can't refuse. He chose to leave that video in our hands, so I'm seeing this thing through. It's the least I can do for him. You guys good with that? Stuff's probably happening under the surface in Edith too. We can start by hitting up the notice boards while we keep our ears to the ground. We gotta figure out what the CID, the guild, and everyone else is up to. It makes sense to me, then let's put our backs into it. Why can't I just not have a moment to myself? Just message after message after message after message. So you've managed to make it this far without taking no for an answer. You do know this ain't got anything to do with you, right? Hey, Miss Rainbow Sparkles, how am I? I'm doing well. How about you? I saw Alpha 1 was on the latest Botchamania. Did you go to that show? It was the one, I believe, out in Niagara Falls. Or out that way anyways. Au contraire, it's got everything to do with me. It looked like, what was it, Shane Douglas was trying to put someone through a table, and, well, that just didn't work out. Because I am the table. Not me, personally. I'm not a table. I don't look like a table, never identified as a table, but... These are the same bastards who ruined the film festival, and I visited Cray for film shoots too. Oh, right. Plus, I've already signed a lease for a room in this building. I've wanted a second home for a while, both as a safe haven from the paparazzi and as a hideout for my, other gig. Yeah, that table didn't want to break in. Shane Douglas didn't look like he, was very interested in bothering with that at all anymore. I mean, hey, I'm not about to turn away help when it comes knocking, but, you're gonna attract a lot of attention out there. Oh, you think I'll be recognized? Not to worry. I'm not third in line of phantom thieves for nothing. Alright then. So what do you think? Impressive, right? Whoa, that's so cool. Sounds like a bargain bin comic book. So that's one of the tools of your trade. I wonder how it works. That'll do. I mean, you won't get busted the moment you walk out the door. Probably. Alright, gang. Let's get to work. Same deal as always. One team stays inside and the other goes out. Count on everyone to do their own thing. It was a nice time for you and your dad. Well, that's good. Right. Chapter 5, The Restless Carnival. You have to believe me, that's what it says. My beautiful face is in the way, and I'm not getting rid of my beautiful face. Select 2 additional members to accompany Judith, Anyas, and Van. Let's go with Aaron and Katra. And we got Mare back after them taking over Yume's body. So now the question is, do I have to change it back to the other version again? Because we did have to move it. A couple of U materials. Is that all we got? Oh, let's see. Orbments. Orbments. No, looks like it gave us back to proper Mare, it looks like. So that's good. Scooby-Banoosh. Alright. Complete 4 SPGs while gathering intel. You're looking forward to this weekend because The Purge is on Sunday. What is The Purge? Like the movie? The terrible movie? The Purge? Marduk is continuing their efforts to decipher A's next move. The company is also investigating Ikaruga, albeit with little success. The situation does unnerve me, but I will continue to investigate to the best of my ability. All right, then. Oh, Alpha 1. That's their show, The Purge. I see. All right, nothing there. Barry, got anything? I think I might go out and gather some intel after this. Is that okay? I mean, I always want to be a step ahead of us, so I want to get the jump on them ahead of time. All right, yes, you get ahead of A getting ahead of us. Free time. We do have a free time thing in our room. Yeah. All right, hey, don't follow me in my room. Bunch of weirdos. All right. Is there anybody upstairs hanging out, yapping? No, nobody yapping. All right. You have a new thing to buy from Jingin? The radio and the rags are all saying the same thing. It's just nothing else going on. Them politicians had better not be sitting on their asses and twiddling their thumbs. Guess they did the state of emergency at least. You youngins, be careful out there. You got it? We will. Thank you. Oh, and you, new girl. You stand out in those clothes. Don't go showing off too much skin. Me? Oh, right. Scared the pants off me for a second there. I thought you figured me out. Hey, don't go spacing out on me, A-lister.
Quit dawdling and buy.
Alright, the Tyrell Times issue 7. And a candy cigarette, which, why not buy one, just in case we want to go and have a...
Stay out of it.
Have a cigarette, right? A grape in a basket? Something like that. So what's the main event this Sunday at the Purge for Alpha 1? Bada Scooby Banoo. Oh, is that weird? You don't know yet. Wait, they don't know who their main event is gonna be when it's literally this weekend, or you just don't know? I mean, that's a possibility. Look, it's an indie show. It could be Zack Ryder for all we know, right? Speaking of Zack Ryder, I find him so comical that he wanted to truly make a name for himself with his new name, his actual name, Matt Cardona. And when he was on the indie scene, he kept going on and on about basically wanting to be re-signed by WWE and maybe thought he'd be the next big thing again. And lo and behold, he ain't. But I guess it's still better to be, instead of being the big fish in the little pond, it's fine to be the minnow in the ocean, I guess. So, you saw Hans the other day. Just came on down to buy some vegetables. Cross and Scarlet. Oh, I forgot about him. Killer Cross. Is he still going? Is that his name? Or is that just like so that I know who you're talking about? Because I don't really know what their real names are, but... Heading out to work already, eh? Yeah, I'm going out to work. And check out for some more 4SPGs. That's another one, too, whereas, like, I don't understand, like, AEW has sort of found that spot of where, like, their roster's pretty full, and with them not really knowing what's going to be happening with the merger of, Paramount and everything going on at this point in time, like, they're not really signing any big-time wrestlers anymore. Not that Killer Cross and Scarlet were big-time, but it wasn't the whole deal with them was just like they offered him a contract, but they didn't offer Scarlet a contract, or, they basically said, like, oh, we'll give her one later. And I get wanting to work with your significant other, but, like, at some point, you just gotta say, like, hey, look, like, this is putting, a roof over our heads and food on the table and, probably making a decent living out of it. And, like, I assume that, like, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston are just enjoying a really nice long break to let their bodies heal. And, but I got to assume they will at some point show up in AEW. They are going to be the perfect example to see whether or not it was the WWE machine that made them popular and work. You certainly see that every once in a while. Like not everyone can be a CM Punk you know, and write their own stories essentially. Like you really don't know. Like like I'll be honest, like it doesn't happen too often, but you certainly do see from people switching from AEW and WWE back and forth. But the biggest example that I can think of is Rusev or Miro. Rusev had a very good story of in the WWE where I was the you know, I'm the big bad Russian or from Belarus or whatever they want to, you know, but you know they had a story for him and it helped out, you know, having what's her face with him as well. But you know, then he comes on over to AEW and it's just like, I don't know if that's just Tony Khan being nice or what, but like you had a monster with Rusev and all you had to do is just like, okay, we can't use Rusev's name, but you can be Miro, but we still want you to be that monster. And they're like, we're gonna let you be the best friend. What? Like, what are we doing? You're gonna be the nice guy. Like, what? It just didn't work, and you could tell it didn't work, and you know, hence why he's back in WWE. Yeah, I know Kofi and Xavier are now able to go wherever they want, but it's just like they sort of can't go wherever they want, right? Like, they're not gonna go to TNA because that's relatively side-owned by WWE. And so, like, the next biggest one is going to be AEW. That's why I say I assume they will go to AEW. I mean, you know, Xavier has a good friendship with Kenny Omega, and I'm assuming many people there. But like, there's not so many people for them to go. I didn't even know they had a no compete clause. Speaking of them, because what I heard, what happened was, because WWE is not doing a lot of live events anymore, they've realized, like, we're paying a lot of people a lot of money to sit and do nothing, because, you know, there's only so much TV time to fill, and they give the TV time to the same people all the time. So I assume they had gone to, the story I had heard is they had gone to numerous people, not just Kofi and Xavier. I heard Sheamus was possibly another person that was part of this that he just did. Like, they went up to him and said, like, hey, we want to restructure your contract. We're paying you a lot of money and we don't want to pay you a lot of money. And so can we do that? But obviously they're up to say, like, nope, like, this is going to enact I guess the non-compete for 30, 60 or 90 days. They get paid and then they're a free agent. That's how it works. And so I guess, you know, someone like Sheamus, like, again, I haven't watched wrestling in quite some time. I see the brief updates on YouTube of, you know, AEW. I really don't pay any attention outside of the dirt sheet stuff that comes across, you know, social media for WWE. But, you know, when the big names are leaving is becoming the bigger stories rather than what you're showing on TV, that should tell you something. But maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't care.
Wrong with any of
It's
them.
not my problem.
Come back soon.
Yeah, I just don't see, like, the amount of money that they must have been asking to take off of their contract. Like, I don't see Sheamus going off to AEW, getting a giant check from Tony Khan. Like, I just don't see, like, how much less was WWE willing to pay you that you said no, but, like, Tony Khan has that information. He knows. Like, he's gonna be like, do I, like I said, AEW's problem is now becoming what WWE's problem is like, we just don't have enough TV time for our bloated roster. And, you know, you just don't have the ability to pay all of these people money to basically sit down at home or sit in the background and, like, you know, maybe we'll have something for you. Like, Sheamus is, as much as I love the guy, I mean, decent wrestler, former champion, much like Kofi Kingston as well. They're easily forgettable. And, you know, like, you're gonna put them out there for, like, what, a month or two? You know, he might destroy a couple of people in a handicap match or something, and that's gonna be it, right? So, like, what's sort of the go-to idea for him? Like, he's got, like, same for Xavier and Kofi Kingston. I am not in the business. You don't know. Like, I would have thought for someone like myself, like, you're still hot. Like, something that still is talked about today is the, you know, in the Monday Night Wars of basically, you know, was it Rick Rude? Literally appearing on Monday Night Raw and Monday Night Nitro the same day, like, because they you know, if I remember correctly, they literally forgot to re-sign him, and so he's just like, yeah, my contract ended today. Like, they didn't even know. So like, people were like, you know, that was a talk about it, and you know, again, most people know of ravishing Rick Rude, you know, from his WWE days, and it's very old content, but again, the same with your Lex Lugers, your millionaire Ted DiBiase, billionaire Ted, all these people coming over immediately because they had the name still attached to them. You're like, oh, what's going on? So I don't know if you want to forget about people, like to give them that little bit of a moment or not, like to forget about you and then be reminded. Like, I don't know if I would have like acted immediately. So I guess we'll see right off the hop if whether or not Kofi and Xavier sign immediately or not, because I didn't know they had a no compete, but I guess that makes sense. Just still working on his guitar. Those spirits, why not? All right, as I said, it's one of my things I'm not a big fan of, but I got to sort of do it out of my own volition.
Hey, why not
run around and yap it to everybody who's got a yellow dot? Yeah, it is a bleak situation that happened in Cray Village. And can you handle all the sympathy flowers arraignment? Can you? How does an entire village disappear?
Hey,
I don't know.
Take some flowers with
I do not know, but it just does. It goes poof. Like, what's your take, DJ? As someone who I assume still watches wrestling.
Hope I see you again.
What's your outlook on that stuff? Like, would you be interested in seeing Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston in AEW? Like, obviously they're gonna have to go under different names. I assume Kofi and Xavier do not own those names. I'm trying to think. Doesn't Xavier have Apollo Creed? He uses that on other things, but I mean, I just don't know, like, what are they going to do differently? That's my question. I just don't know, what are you offering differing from what your time was in WWE. Like, I wasn't the biggest New Day fan, and you know, like, you could see sort of like that time of where they you know, when they sort of adjusted into becoming hosts, you know, of WrestleMania and coming out in their cool Final Fantasy gear and you know, their cool Dragon Ball Z gear. Like, that's cool, but like, I don't really you know, I'm not gonna really care where they go or if they're done at this point in time. I'm sure they've made enough money where they could just decide to do nothing all day and become, you know, everyday Joes that work at the Starbucks or something. Yeah, he could, but that's what I'm saying. Of like, what does he gain other than a paycheck? Like, what do fans of wrestling gain from having Sheamus just go back with his friends Cesaro, like, and be in whatever, you know, make believe group he's in with now? Like, is it still the Death Riders? I don't know. There's nothing more boring to me than anything to do with Jon Moxley. I'm sorry to say, and he's another perfect example. I find him one of the most boring people on wrestling. He was only entertaining to me when he was part of the trio with the Shield. That was cool to me. And now, like, you know, to me, Seth Rollins is sort of the guy that really carries that group. You know, Roman Reigns going with the route of having Paul Heyman speak for him. It's just like Brock Lesnar. Like, Roman Reigns can't talk, so, like, you know, you either don't have him talk, which, you know, you don't have for a main eventer like that, or you have to go and hook him up with someone who can talk and do the work for you, and that's fine. Like, Sheamus was never really anyone that blew me away type of thing, so I sort of just try to think of like adding him to another stable. Like, it's just as silly as everybody going to the NWO. Like, before you know it, there's the Italian WO, there's the Blue World, or like what are we doing here type of thing? How many do you need? Then they're going to be the Wolf Pack. Come on. Be afraid that everyone isn't going to pull their quads in some way, shape, or form. So I would assume most of the people that we're going to be talking to right now is outside of the odd person thinking that this may be Judith or something, but they're going to be talking about the attack on Cray. So, you know, it is Cray, obviously. I just wish, like, again, for characters like this, who, like, I get they're named and I get there's, you know, there's a little bit for them, like, why do they have multiple conversations? Let me talk to them once and wrap it up. Like, why do I gotta talk to Harry and Sheena 3 times? Just speak your mind and get it over in one go. You guys are not that important. That's it, man. Good old dog. Just keeping the eye on everything. Zeros. Nifroff! Keeping watch over the kids or something? Yeah, I mean, just in case. You know, good work from the robot dog. Like, why? Like, the dog barked at me, for crying out loud. Why is there more to add here? Like, so he just had to rough again? Come on. Mom and Dad said a lot of people died. I don't really get it. I'm kind of scared. Yeah, me too. But we can't stay sad. Grandpa always says that laughter's the best medicine, and if you're too sad, you might get sick. And you have to go at least try and be happy, okay? Really? Yes. Yeah, my chest has been kind of heavy lately. Maybe I should go to the chapel for a checkup. Well, sure, we can pray there too. Let me come along with ya. Like, again, they stated they were going to go somewhere. Wrap up the conversation. There's no reason why this couldn't have been added to that one little spot there. Oh, I didn't know the chapel was where you went to go get health care. Is that the same in America? Is there someone? There's like someone up there. They've got to be. How do you get up there? Can't go that way. Can't go up that way. That's down. See, this is the confusing thing to me. There's probably a cat or something up there that we got to interact with. So it's nothing right there. Infuriating.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
No stairs here either. Oh, you two. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were gathering intel, if memory serves. Yeah, we got in touch with Kana. She was in near the capital at the time, but she said she didn't have any leads. We were just stumped. I see. Thank heavens at least you were some survivors. If I remember correctly, she's an acquaintance of yours. Yeah, Goddard over in Cray Village. He helped us out a bunch over the years. But I just don't get it. Why? Rebecca, Chris, we will stop them. I won't rest until that weapon is dead and buried. Is that what's going to happen? Because I don't think so.
Do you know what you want?
Ooh, a Wisteria tea set. That's something we could use.
I hope to see you again. Do you know what you want?
A tough guy chronograph.
I hope to see you again.
Yeah, I hope to see you again too. Well, according to my calculations, it was supposed to be safe outside, but I never expected something like this. Just why? What do I have to say after that? I just don't know what to do. I don't know, Rebecca. I don't know either. Alright. Oh, like that's... We have a septium vein that's costing me doubles here? Guess we almost have, yeah, we almost have everything. See, make sure that we aren't missing one of something. Oh, we do have a little bit of money. A little bit of manana. 7 defense 1s ain't gonna do it, I'll tell you that much.
Hope to see you again.
Alright, so we're out of here. Aaron, what were you doing outside? Yeah, so trying to figure out, like, where this person is gonna boggle my mind. But there's gotta be a... Are they up here? It can't be. I mean, I know this is the... That's the loo. I want to go to the loo. I know there's like a... It's a balcony of... Or not a balcony, but there's like a... No, bud. I just started. Alright, there's the combat simulator. We don't want to do that. It's not now. It's too early for chicken nuggies. I can get you something else. You want some cereal or something?
No.
Oh, maybe this was it.
Cereal.
Huh? They're all gathered together. All the cats are together with a bunch of meows. A cat meeting? Never seen anything like this before. They all look pretty on edge. Perhaps they've sensed something. They sensed a nuclear weapon going off. That's what they did. Oh, yes. Everyone loves a good cat meeting. So I would assume that would have been it. Yes. But that's what I was talking about. I'm like, God damn it, you gotta jump through 800 hoops to just make your way over to the right spot to find where that's going. Alright, so yeah, just a couple people on over here. Make sure I don't miss. Okay, we've been there, been there, been there. This is the hospital / chapel.
Goddess of the sky is always...
Oh, yeah, the Divine Charity. I mean, is this where everyone goes when a nuclear weapon goes off? I mean, you know, gotta go and see if this make-believe god guy who turns water into wine, apparently, walks on water, even though no one said it was ice. Come to them for answers, apparently. You know where I would go? To the cats. They'd have a better idea of what was going on, obviously, right? That's why they're having a meeting. No riots out in the streets because everyone's afraid they're just going to get a nuke dropped on them again. Isn't that what happens? I just find it odd that the game told me, let's go out and do some 4 SPGs. And then literally where we are right now, no 4 SPGs. Nothing for us to do. Why? Why would there be, right? And why does Sister Miri got 18 things to talk about, right? I'm not a churchgoer. I don't care about church. Anybody up here? No. Alright. Alright, so now where are we heading? Over there, there's the other shop.
Hey,
the bath. That's where we go to get our bath salts on. Ah, Zore, for once you're not over at the sink. What are we doing? How did an entire village vanish like that? Why isn't the army doing it? You tell me. I don't know what you guys are doing. They probably just don't know what to do because probably they don't even have access to nuclear weapons. I should probably see who wants to hang out for this free range meeting of people. You got all the questions in the reference book, right? You told me you could do this. Mom's not on your butt anymore either, and that feels good. It'll be an all-nighter for me tonight, though. Brad's been bugging me for a while. But he ain't my business, and I don't have the time anyway, so that's an interesting take. Maybe we have something to do with Curtis to do later, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's go see what the free time is about before we escape on into another section. We're gonna have a bath at Laguna, obviously. Looks like you've got Judy. Yes, oh, hello. She knows who you are. Oh, don't tell me. Did you seriously get ID'd by Anya? Let it slip in the bath or something? I would not be possible. You were any years or read, you'd be a nursery rhyme. Hey, I'll never complain about any more regulars coming in, so I'll keep you posted when our calmer hours tend to be. And if it's just you, I can see about renting out a private space for you guys, so that's good. I mean, Castro would appreciate that too, right? Alright. Let's go and have a little bath here. They're always beneficial. Who doesn't appreciate a good soak?
That's the stuff.
don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
It's a sauna. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. Just pour some stuff on the rocks, man.
It's so nice and warm in here.
I mean, let him do what he wants to do, but I find it very weird that he has a towel wrapped around his chest.
That really hit the spot.
I'm sure that might be explained as to why he's weird like that, but hey, you know, he does him. What did we get now? Visiting visiting the sauna every day does get you something. Look at that. All right, to do. Let's do a connection. So we only got one. We can do these two gift sets.
You sure know how to make a
one
girl
for
happy.
Ren Bright, and one for Hermes again.
Thanks.
All right, so oh no, Hermes is the person we can hang out with. So we can hang out with Judith, or we can hang out with Hermes. I mean, I'm gonna hang out with Judith. Judith wants to watch a certain film recorded on a memory quartz. She could watch it on the laptop in the office, so maybe I'll loan it to her. Yes, what better time than after a nuclear weapon going off than having a short break? Really use one. Complicated matters only. Hey, thanks for letting me borrow this. There's this movie I've been dying to watch again. Hey, don't mention it. I don't mind lending it to you while we don't have anything going on. Not the best time to say that. Just don't break it or anything. I've got a lot of files on there I'd rather not lose. I can handle electronics just fine. I'm not fairy, you know. And don't worry. I won't tell anyone if I find your search history by accident. Oh, on second thought, give it back. I'm kidding, Van. Relax. Anyways, why don't you stay here and watch the movie with me? You don't mind the company? Not at all. And it's a really good movie. But word of a warning, it's kind of an oldie, so might be a bit boring for you. No, I think I can trust Calvert's biggest actress to taste in movies. All right, move on over. Let's see what you got. Wait, in this day and age with everything going on, we don't have some type of casting device to put this on a big screen. We gotta watch it on this tiny 17-inch monitor. I think I recognize this. Oh, you do? We can watch something else if you want. Nah, today's a good day to watch this one. That's good, because I'm really in the mood to see it today. It looked like Cray Village. Two of them settled on in and started watching the movie together. Eventually, the last of the credits rolled on screen as music played quietly in the background. Yep, still a good movie. This one first came out 20 years ago, yeah? Man, it's been a while. Motion pictures were still new back then. Uh-huh. I was barely a toddler when it came out. I watched one of its theatrical reruns with Mom back in the day, but even that was a while ago. Watching it again, I'm pretty confident in it being one of my all-time faves. I know what I would have pinned for your favorite, but a masterpiece will always be a masterpiece. It's kind of a strange romance story set in a quiet little country town. The cinematography is definitely dated, and you can tell that they didn't have the biggest budget when it came to props and costumes, but I still really love its atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, the cast performance and the director's skills shine, though, despite that. And they filmed it in Creole, or Cray. Even if you've never been there, it's hard not to feel a certain yearning for the place. Is it weird to feel nostalgia for a place you've never been before? Because that's how it felt when I first went there. No, I get what you mean. I filmed there once before. I was so excited when we finally arrived that I kept flubbing my lines. Had to do a lot of retakes. Our director wasn't happy with that. But when I think about it, this is what drove me to become an actress in the first place. I always wanted to film something there. I wanted the chance to make something that one day would mean so much to someone as this movie does to me. So much for that dream, I guess. I'm sorry. It's fine. It just means I'm all the more determined now. Van, we've got to settle the score. Whatever it takes. We, eh? Finally decided you're part of the team? Can't take it back once you said yes. I wouldn't. I'm part of the team now. We can't let ourselves lose that fear nonsense that dumb mafioso was talking about. We'll make it up to everyone that suffered because of them. They deserve to feel safe and happy again. And we'll make sure they do. And that's not just Phantom Thief Grimcat talking. I mean it as Judith Lanster too. The movie actress. Alright. You're getting a little sappy for my taste. Tone it down, Miss Intense. It's kind of contagious, though. Maybe we need more of that energy around the office. Welcome to the team, Judith. Glad to have you here. Damn right you are. Feels good to be here, too. Their hearts full of newfound determination, Van and Judith rejoin the team and resume their patrol.
Don't think you'll be stealing this Phantom Thief's heart anytime soon.
All right. Oh, so his connection stage is already at max?
Hey,
Or at least does that mean it's max with her? I do not know. All right, where are we heading now? I guess we'll see where this takes us. All right, so I'm going to avoid the ones with that, and we're just going to go and talk with everyone here at Tyrell District.
Then let's head over.
Last time I did that, it started something I didn't want to, but I guess I won't mind. But I guess there's nothing here on the bulletin board would be my guess. God, how many things are they offering me here? 5 bonds maxed. I should probably sell those spirit droplets too. For some cash money. How can a whole village just vanish? I mean, it go boom. It went boom boom.
hey there.
What are you doing, Dick Tracy? Yeah, it is a tragedy. Entertainment companies used to do that stuff. The amount of porn films that were filmed in Cray Village. It's going to be upsetting. They're going to have to find another danky little village town to do all those pornos. Another good opposition to a cat. Kageyoshi. Not a fan of us. Maybe Anya's, maybe. Yeah, just like the cats in our neck of the woods. They can sense some things. Yeah, things are off. Hello, Charles. Owner Charles. Mr. McMillan. You're closing your eyes for a moment. You a little sleepy? You know, how could you fall asleep with these quality chips on hand and, you know, some great smelling coffee and some wonderful looking pastries? Yeah, I think this is just going to be the par for the course of everyone. Just
await your next.
Everyone's going to be just hoping to just relax, you know, not think about, but obviously also think about what's happening in Cray Village. So, Lucia, you're a waitress. Why is there more for me to talk to you? Again, they need to hire me for directorial combat and stuff. You know, I can talk good to these people.
Did you know?
Tell them what things need to be voiced, what other things don't need to be voiced. You know, having nobody NPCs having more than one things of talking points. Let's get rid of it all, okay? And it's not the problem of them having stuff to talk about. I don't mind that at all. Giselle's, you know, stuck with a good tea, and it looks like that's either a book or the receipt for her bill. But I mean, like, I don't want to have to talk to her twice. Whatever she's saying right now about Almada, you could have put that into the first spot, okay? I just don't want to hit A or X or whatever button people are using nowadays more than one time I have to, okay? I think that's a thing nowadays that really pops out to people. And not that I feel like I am one of these people that can speak about it or not, but I always feel like sometimes games are not respecting people's time anymore. And it's sort of an oxymoron, I guess to say, because people play games to sort of escape, you know, from the harsh reality that we live in, you know, and sort of say like it doesn't respect your time when you're usually using your free time. I guess that's, you know, again, that's probably the oxymoron of like, you know, not everyone has, you know, 30 hours to spend on video games a week. So people don't want that, but yeah, I mean, yeah, have you guys recovered from losing Dingo? I mean, Meld magazine. Yeah, Muriel, I mean, I don't know if she's gonna recover. Just, you know.
Well,
The Republic has never faced a crisis like this before in its long history. There's a lot of unrest among the citizens right now, and that goes for us too. We know all the questions that people want answered about the situation. We at the Tyrell Times have one job and one job only: to bring facts to the people before disinformation muddies the waters. What you're doing is vital to the well-being of this country, and I'm proud you do as you go out and get those answers. Yes, Chef. Yeah, like, see, she could have shared that with the previous statement she just made. Wait, stop pointing at people. Stop being weird.
I
How about some nice
I feel like I've seen that lady.
No, people are starting to realize who Judith might be.
Put my finger on where? Who is she?
Crap. We gotta bail.
No, we're not bailing at all there, Grimcat. Come on now.
Hello.
All right, I have all those things. And I think you said in the next one, they sort of have like a checkpoint or a check mark beside their name if you've already chatted with them in regards to something or picked up the item from them or something. Just little baby steps, obviously. Didn't even realize reporter Chen was right here. Murmurs of what happened in Kree might have been an ethnic attack. I mean, maybe, but yes, bud. Of course I can. All right, I gotta get my son an apple. I will be right back.
Save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, 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 no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, wait. Hey, I said lock me up for a key. Yeah, ooh, yeah, lock me up for a key. You can't restrain me. You can search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, oh, oh. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, 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 yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Lock me up for a key.
Daybreak 2, if there's something new at a shop or vending machine, it will be red. Oh, that's, at least they're learning sometimes with some things, right? That's the important part. All right, off we go. Now where are we heading? Over here. So we talked to that person. Get the shop over here.
How about some
Over
pop?
here. Borko's Refreshments. Does he have a beer? Does he have a beer tent? I see mustard. Can we drink the mustard? It might be gross, but surely somebody will.
What'll it be? See ya.
No. Who's putting mustard on their caramel corn? Do we get to see a movie? Maybe we get to see a movie with Toki.
We have
This old loser with that terrible hat. Dude, you're right from the 20s. This is terrible. He just screams of like the kids are not doing anything he likes at all. That's it for him. So the film industry will be doing charity drives to offer support. Good for the film industry. I mean, they are making billions, of course, so good for them to do that for them. Grey Village has served as a backdrop for famous romantic film during... Yeah, exactly. They call it romantic films. I call them porno films. It's all the same. Are there romantic porno films? Of course there are, right? DJ's seen a few of them, I'm sure of it. I heard they were Miss Rainbow Sparkle's favorite genre. A whole village disappeared? Are you sure that's not the story of some movie? I mean, no, Kathy, you gotta wait 20 years. And then there will be a movie, a documentary, a mockumentary maybe, if you will, of where they will actually go on and talk about what happened in Cray. I'm sure of it. Cray Village was a common shooting location for films, and now it's gone. We may not have all the facts, but one thing's for certain, it's absolutely despicable. I mean, at least its beauty have been preserved in film, but I know that can't replace what's been lost. Alright, what movie can we watch? What's playing right now? So, I gotta see. I don't think I've seen any of these. Maybe I have. I gotta see what brochures I have. I mean, I don't think I've seen the Peony Blade. Peony Blade, Perfect Driver, or Gloria. So let's see what I have. All right, so we've seen. Okay, so it's. I'm gonna say it's Peony Blade. We have not seen. Okay, let's go watch Peony Blade. How many tickets do you wish to buy? As many as I could. Let's take. You know what? Take Judith. No, we already watched a movie with her. Let's take Agnes. Oh, and reset. You know, with everything going on, we've seen 2 movies just to take our minds away from everything. What? I didn't want to sit in the middle of them, so we could go skiing. Zi Shen is a handsome young man whose talent in the sword arts is unrivaled. His unyielding sense of justice has driven him to conquer many an evil foe. Thanks to his skill with the sword and his elegant charms, he earned the title the Peony Blade. As time passes, fate begins to weave its tangled web. Zi-Sen has crossed blades with Tengai, the leader of a gang of bandits, a scoundrel who inflicts unspeakable cruelty on innocent villagers, and a murderer who killed Zi-Sen's father.
Not half bad, kid. You're the spitting image of your old man. You've even got those same fearless eyes. I remember them glaring up at me before I closed them for good.
That looks like where we just were previously.
End this battle in one stroke.
With the rock formations.
Your pups used that move against me, and it didn't leave its mark. History's just gonna repeat itself.
Maple trees in the background.
Wrong. I've refined my father's ultimate technique and taken it to heights he could have only dreamed of. Taste our might, the might of 2 generations of masters. Find Dragon Helix!
I thought we actually would have seen some sword fighting, not just a bunch of yapping while looking at a serene scene of trees and rocks. If you did look closely, though, folks, you could have seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I think he was there briefly. Well, the main character reminds me of Aaron in a lot of ways. He cares about his friends and has a strong sense of justice, and he knows his way around in a fight. Not to mention how people gave him a nickname. Apparently in Eastern cultures, peonies are considered to be the finest of all flowers. I feel like that adds a fun layer to it. Hey, somebody's done her homework, good for you. Comparing pretty-looking men to flowers is definitely a thing they do in the East. Now I can't help but wonder what kind of flower you're most like, Van. You don't have to think too deep on that, really. Whoops, maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. Anyways, thanks, Van. I feel a little lighter after watching that. In a lot of ways, that was a very conventional story of good triumphing over evil. However, at a time like this, there's something to be said for the comfort that such a movie can provide. You're telling me, it could have shown up at a better time. Too bad those sorts of clean, happy endings are only the stuff of fiction, though. Indeed, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't do our best within our means regardless. But be that as it may, please, always remember that I'm here, Mr. Arkwright, every minute of every day. You needn't take on so much by yourself. Hey, thanks, Reset. Believe me, I'll be leaning on you plenty. Hey, looks like they're selling some commemorative brochures, so maybe we should pick one up as a souvenir. Yes, please. Alright, so it looks like we've gotten all of the brochures for the current movies we could have seen. I don't think we've missed any of those. Alright, heading on out. So what's left here? Just going on down there.
Hey!
Back to the main drag, if you will.
Yo, check out that chick with the sunglasses. She's hot as hell.
She is hot as hell.
Where?
Behind you. Turn around, you moron. Well, so it looks like there are checkpoints everywhere, so yeah. I mean, how far away is Cray Village from where we currently are? I mean, are we worried in some way, shape, or form about, like, you know, a nuclear cloud heading our way? What about that nuclear winter everyone keeps talking about? Is that happening? Does Sloth have to be worried? Are we just gonna wear, like, N95s everywhere now? Is this the next COVID? That's the other thing. I haven't seen the bulletin board here. Not that I'm sure there's something. It probably was back there and I just walked past it, but... you know, that's what people got to do, right? Get their mind off things. Do something that you find enjoyable and just let nature take its course. That's the way it's got to go.
Thanks for stopping by.
Kunming? You haven't seen Cow Long in a while either, and Miss Mao's been busy with something too. What is going on? Are you a blonde moment right there? Oh no, she did mention what just happened, so
Thanks for coming.
she's not that silly.
This tastes great.
These people have gone too far, and we've left with no choice but to crush them. How we'll accomplish that is still up in the air, however, and we're gonna have to follow the elders' orders to the letter, regardless of what those orders may be. Well, I mean, do we have to smack back with, with our own nuclear weapon, known as Van? Maybe put Reset into Reset and Catra to work. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Is anybody up here that we gotta talk to? No. That's all said and done. There's people over here in a shop. I'm gonna go back up here though, just in case I did miss the bulletin board that's not gonna have anything.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie.
Wasn't along here. Was it back here? There it is. Boy, they really hide these in the best places, don't they? Alright, so nothing there.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
I would love some ice cold ice cream, but I don't need it. Is Peter telling these poor girls the bad news? Are they unawares?
One girl's courage.
Yes, it might have been racially driven.
Gloria.
Oh.
Dawn of the.
Why does everyone keep saying that? Like it was like a racial cleanse? Are we really being these adults about these situations here? I thought they were just like, let's just take out a village because we can. I mean, why not take out a big giant place like Edith? What? I mean, I clearly could have taken it all out. Yeah. Alright. Thank you. I don't know what it was I was thinking. Just let myself get so hung up, y'all. Again, 3 NPCs who shouldn't have more to talk about, and yet they do. We don't care. Talk about this weird statue behind you, okay? That's what I want to hear you talk about. That guy's just been taking 1,000 pictures of it. He certainly cares more. It's really getting you down and you refuse to let yourself snap out of it. And it sounds like everyone just needs to go and find a bar and have a drink or 8. That's what you need to do. That'll get you through the bad times. Okay, Marilyn? I don't think it's strange for Sam to wear things that aren't associated with her heritage. She just wants to walk to the beat of her own drum. I just wish she'd realize that it's okay for her to rely on us sometimes. I mean, we're friends because of how unique she is. That's why we're able to meet her in the first place. Yeah, I hear you. Bookstore. Oh God, Lyle and Albert. What's up, Anyas? You working hard? I'm on my way to work myself. I just swung by here real quick to check up on Albert. Not that I asked you to, but I understand given all that's happened. Anyways, I know I'm always bugging you and, you know, this gets serious, but don't do anything too dangerous, okay? I get that what happened in Basel was unavoidable emergency, and that didn't stop me from being scared out of my mind for you. I mean, if anything happened to you, Oh, Albert, I'm so sorry. I'm always making you worry, aren't I? No, I mean, don't be sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel... Oh, I've never seen you so hot and bothered before. I think you should have a little more faith in Anya's. I mean, after all, respecting a woman's feelings is the fastest way to her heart, or so they say. Yeah? I'm streaming. And here I thought you were going to have something insightful to say for once. I should have known better. But anyways, I'm not here to stop you. I just know that we're here for you if you need anything. Of course, thank you. And see, like again, they have more to... You've got to go to your job after this, but I'm going to go and try wrap things up here as quickly as I can. I'm too worried about my mom right now. You be careful too, alright, Agnes? Agnes? Albert's not the only one who thinks about you, you know. I got no idea what's going on right now, but whatever happens, be careful. Don't forget, we're here, your friends too, so we're always going to be here if you need to talk to us. Okay. That terror attack was so much bigger than the ones that came before it. It didn't feel real to me when it happened. Watching those stock prices fall sent some serious chills down my spine. That's what you care about is your stock prices? I've noticed that whenever a major tragedy happens, people always want to learn about it. I've had people coming in to buy tour and farming guides about Cray, and some people are even purchasing books about weaponry. And you know what? More power to them. There's nothing more scary than the unknown, and knowledge can help mitigate that fear.
Ah, welcome.
Alright, so we can get this yellow book cover.
I hope to see you again.
Right. So that's going to be another to do.
Thank you.
So she's maxed out then, eh? Nothing to do for her. Can't do that. No free time. Alright, so we are now done here. Let's go exit on out. We should probably save, because, you know, even though there's an auto-save for this. Is there a way for me to change how often... Every minute. I guess autosaves are only created when the save menu is available while traversing the field map. I still feel like that would be every... I should probably... Again, I should save again after doing that. Alright, fun to the Black Light District and see what's here.
Now.
It's just so unfortunate that this part for me just eats up so much time of walking around and interacting with people. Like I said, like, I don't know if these people have anything new to buy or not. Like, I just assume like you have to talk to everybody or not. I mean, obviously most of these people are going to have something new to add, especially with what happened with in Cray, but Racer Vagina. The guild's really pulling out all the stops. I mean, they're just like everyone else. Just they're running ragged and they're running short-staffed, I'm sure. And you know they just have a lot of things to get all said and done, right? So yeah, it's just wearing some Andrew Tate loafers. What fakeness are you running now?
Got some
classic coin, rare items, which is just going to be a droplet. I don't even know why I bother asking these people about these rare items. It's just a bunch of droplets that I'm never going to use. I don't know why people don't use droplets. Like, you're not always the first person to say, DJ, of people who've come in and told me, like, the droplets to me seem like a good little buff up point of getting people, you know, better stats, but I guess, you know, you could just easily overdo that with just leveling or whatnot, I guess. So Everyone's just rather get the 8,000 gold that you get out of it, or Mira, I guess. How dare I say gold? How about Gil? Put Gil to work.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
The ebony grip. I don't think anything is going to be an update. Oh, the ebony grip for. For you. And if I just see like all blue, like you almost got to think of like, why not? Why not grab it? So where are my droplets here? Not there. They're not quartz, I don't think. Are they accessories? No. Armor? No. Weapons? No. Cooking? No. I assume we're just gonna find them. Yeah, look at that. Like again, I look at that and I see like 20 HP. Like that's a lot of HP, a lot of strength. I don't know why you wouldn't be doing that. Same with the magic ones. Like, aren't those? Like, I see getting rid of these ones. That makes sense to me. Maybe even the defense. Maybe even the spirit. Power and magic, that seems like usable things. I'll hold on to those for now, just in case something comes up. A lot of old guys like to come here for some reason. I don't know who they are. Maybe they just like mommy's drinks. I like them though. Nobody who likes mommy's drinks can be a bad person. Maybe we'll give them all big hugs. Sure. I'm sure there's a hidden joke there. You had a lot of nasty Jagger types around here lately. Times like these really bog down your work. You know, you go out and bring your clients in. I thought about joining Eden, but I don't know if I could hack it when the other girls are so much younger. Yeah. I mean, you still got the Tatas to work for you, right? Paprika, she knows what... She's just got to maybe change the clientele up a little bit, right? Gabriella's got the, you know, the old style fridge that, you know, if you ever had another fridge in your garage or your car hole, we like to call it, or maybe even your basement, that's what they looked like, man. Still working today, but they probably suck back power like you wouldn't believe it. If you drank, DJ, this would be your beer fridge in your car hole. If you have a car hole, I don't know.
Don't take too long to decide now. Come back.
When you live in warmer climates, you don't always need the car hole. All right, nothing going on over there. This is the person we always tend to forget about as well, Lindsay. Isn't she just staying over here until like her?
What'll you have today?
Her thing runs out.
Thanks for coming.
What do you call it? Probation? Alright, looks like we're gonna go... So there's over here, I guess.
What? Boss is gonna yell at you.
Alright, I'm just gonna change the cat's food for a second. Sorry about that. You never thought Almada would go that far. You never do. What psychotic stunt will they pull next? See, that's what I brought up earlier. Once you've sort of already played your trump card, like, do you worry that there's something worse they could do than just using a nuclear weapon? Or, you know, that's the thing. If they've already played it, then you just know, like, what are you gonna blow up everything? Sure, eventually. I don't know where what was his name? Durande? Where did he teleport to that he had apparently a 30% chance of working, but we all know that he got away with it. Hey, maybe Dingo got lucky. I don't know. Maybe Dingo was some type of teleporting weirdo as well. But I highly doubt it. This game has been pretty pretty on the nose about the way they've dealt with people here. Which is fine. I don't mind them dealing with people. Like, I mean, I appreciate a darker game. I'm actually all for it, but
What?
it just means there's more things on the line.
Seriously?
Hey, gorgeous.
Hello, Candy. How are you? You've been running into trouble lately. Dressed like that? Maybe you need a bouncer or something. I don't know. Just get one of these big burly guys. Like, I don't know, one of these
All my stuff is to die for. See you later, handsome.
Call me handsome too. Aw, isn't she sweet? That's how you get extra tips, apparently. Mr. Browning, what do you got here? You want to go work for Candy, make some extra money if she's so worried about her bar business? Right now we're doing exhibition matches for the tournament. Get in on this shit and show everyone what you're made of. Uh-oh. Can't say I recognize these Jaggers, but I guess this is the place for the cops to go sniffing out our intel. Yeah, I mean, is it? Are you fighting a robot? Good luck. Good luck. Place your bets, place your bets. No more bets, no more bets. Alright, we're gonna leave here. We're all done with the areas that weren't part of gathering any SPGs for ourselves, and on out. I don't think there's gonna be anything. I guess we could go here, but you know, nothing either. All right, straight up to Riverside now.
Then let's head over.
Get some real jobs happening. We'll work our way around from here. Concert hall isn't open during the day. It should be. What, people don't enjoy music during the day? Music and a drink? That's it. Keep that rhythm. Yeah, but these people just keep working on their singing and their act, right? Good for them. No, I didn't want to talk to Sayla again. I wanted to talk to Lulua. Who probably doesn't really have much to go off of, but I digress.
Yummy.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very
Remo. Yeah, people do need to eat, of course. I mean, that guy's got some meat there where you're straight up gonna get the meat sweats.
Take as long as you need.
Gordon? Oh, don't be selling those tacos that got that weird lettuce that gives everyone that weird diarrhea thing. You don't want that. Is that still a thing? I mean, you know, I don't know if, you know, Taco Bell is on everybody's menu as of late. You know, who doesn't appreciate Taco Bell during the day, right? But, you know, let's just go figure it out, I guess. I do have to figure out why on earth that Stream Elements thing is not displaying for me. It's weird, but...
Alrighty.
You're honestly just a little on edge because of everything. There's people that got it way harder than I do. Yeah, they're dead, Lodi. They're dead. That's how the Mafia works. On fear. Tell me, Selma. Lodi was already such a good listener and still fun to hang out with. I think he'd be so dependable. Take that worthless ex of mine. Oh, God.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
That sure is going to leave a mark. It is, Lothars. How are you? Lothars. And again, how What am I missing downstairs over here? Somebody yap with again? This guy. James! Doing well! Doing well myself. Can't complain, of course. Nobody ever listens, but, happy to hear you're doing okay. You weren't, you weren't near, like, that tornado thing happening, right? I know Saskatchewan's a big province, much like many of our provinces are giant and big, but, I would think, I mean, it might have just gone right over and you just didn't know, right? Can you imagine? Just take a look outside and you're like, FF man, like, is there a tornado or is that just normal everyday Saskatchewan? And she's like, Lothars, go back to bed. They say a lot of people died on the news. I mean, a whole fucking village, Iroh. Okay? Everyone from the Central East that lived there, even Lashkar's family, poof, gone. It looks like he was 3 hours away. Okay. Why Rooney? Why do they all die? I don't know. And I can't do anything other than listen to her and let her grieve.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let her grieve. Why did Lashkar's family have to die? His mom, dad, sister, too awful. It's like I can feel how sad Earl is just by how she's holding my hand. I don't think I ever want to let go of her. I'm also really scared, and I know I can't do anything, but I want to at least be here for her. Alright. There's a lot of people. Oh my god, this place is really getting the, you know, the fancy chairs in here. This can't be happening. The village. Everyone. Felicia, Annie, all of them gone. Lashkar. Oh, thank goodness you're alright. You've been here all along, because you dodged a pretty hefty bullet there. Oh, it's you guys, yes. Lashkar and Kana both were in Edith at the time, but Felicia and everyone else, we don't know if they made it. My apologies, I must keep it together. I need to be here for Lashkar. I owe that much to everyone we've lost. Mata's gone too far. Yeah, we'll do something about this. You and Father Mansour take care of him in the meantime, okay? And if you need anything, get in touch with us. I really do mean anything. Thank you, Van. I'll keep that in mind. And for now, all I can do is pray for the lost souls in Cray, and they can find peace. And after looking over an Lashkar, of course, may Arusha guide our path. So this poor kid just lost everything. I'm sure that kid, you know, is right now at that moment just sort of hoping he too was there with his fam jam. And it's not it. Lolo! Why is everyone so scared? Do they not have, like, orbital televisions not showing what's happened? Didn't, like, Anderson Cooper, you know, I guess the Anderson Cooper equivalent would have been Dingo, I guess. I was gonna say, like, wasn't he sent to, like, you know, go investigate? Yes. Shepherd the poor, innocent souls of those lost in Cray. Come to God. He'll give you flowers. Everyone's beside themselves, grieving over the tragedy in Cray. Our temple is feeling the waves quite strongly, having a particularly strong connection with the village. We should all dedicate some time to pray for the eternal rest of those lost souls. How much time do you want me to waste on these people? I mean, it's not like I feel bad for them. It's a video game, but come on now. Lothars can do all the weeping and the crying and the drinking. I'll take care of the drinking part. Juniper! That's a weird name. You're on break right now. You know what's bothering me? You've got a stool right there for her. And if she's on break, not only could she go on that, she could sit on there. Those that might be for customers. But come on. There's places for these people. What did you do now? I don't know. You didn't really do anything. Just making sure you're paying attention. Hey, Maxim! I've seen you around here, champ. Wait, if you're here, then... Indeed, I'm here to see Bradley, the famed mechanic from back in the heyday of early Z1 racing. I was part of the Red Star team back then, We got our behinds handed to us plenty of times by Ingert. I still keep in touch with Bradley. It's nice to kick back and talk shop with him or just come asking for advice. That's mighty flattering of you, coming from the proud consecutive Z1 champion. From where I stand, you look like you're doing just fine without my advice. Something shake up the old narcissistic worldview lately? Well, I want people in my life to be able to trust me. I can't let pride be my downfall. As a top-class racer and top-class man, I want to make a sincere effort to earn that respect. Well, now you've changed, kid, and for the better. It's up to you to prove whether it's all lip service or not. But if there's anything I can do to help you, you know where to find me. Thanks, Bradley. But first, I'd like to discuss the start of the next racing circuit. Dude's more genuine than I gave him credit for. It's really sweet seeing him like that. He looks like he'll really do what's best for Paulette and Yumi. Yeah, bet he feels real guilty about it, but seeing him trying to make up for it is kind of what's making me want to cheer for him. I wonder if the girls are worried about the incident in Cray Village. It certainly is concerning, but at least Victor is with them, so that's good. I'll do all I can to support them too. I'll just need to update my machine tuning policy and dynamic reflex training. What do you got to say, Bradley? So Bradley goes from running an awesome F1 shop to, sorry, Z1 shop to running his own garage. Good for him. All right. Looks like we're gonna head on over to Bermonti and grab a beverage. And speaking of, I see what time it is, and I don't see her here. So Lothars, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and take advantage of the time. And
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. The good times we've had with Dingo. This is one of your favorite spots, right? Full of the law-abiding and the lawless. Yeah, she may beat you for it. I mean, look, I won't sell you down the river, in case she does. But I gave you the okay. Let me just grab it now. And of course, we'll grab the beverage that she apparently never heard of. I don't know. How do you visit West Germany so often like she does and never hear of Henninger, right? It's an original German lager beer. There's a lot of phrasing on here that looks like, you know, living in Canada, half this damn thing's got to be French. Half of it looks like it's in German. I'm trying to even figure out where's the English here somewhere, but we'll find it. Anyways, let's pour it. All right. I was afraid it was going to blow up on me because it was lying down, as opposed to standing upright, because it's the same size as a Sapporo. I didn't realize it when I bought it. So, beer, fridge management, not for the win currently. Look at that. That's just some spotty head right there. We'll leave that be. Don't spill it. Don't spill it, Jordan. Don't be an idiot. Almost was an idiot. Yeah, it's one of the best places to hit up if you're looking for info. Let's head in. All right.
Van. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been about 2 months.
It has been a while since we've seen these people, yeah. Hey, guys. Well, this is a shocker. You're looking well, Aaron. Didn't think for a second he wouldn't be. Ashton told us what happened. It's so awful. Yeah, it is. Oh, please, have a seat, everyone. I'm sure we have a lot to talk about. So you were acquainted with Dingo too, Jack? Yeah, 5 years as senior, and even as capable as he was kind of like a little brother to me. I call the capital my home, while Jackson's in Longport, and meanwhile Dingo's work led him all around the country. Three of us all had other careers, but we dealt in information too, and got along great. Yeah, sometimes one of us outwit the others, and none of us ever crossed the line like Giacomo did. Still, hard to believe he's dead too. Giacomo got what was coming to him, but Dingo didn't deserve that at all. I know. That's why me and Hal are here. To help you guys figure out what Almada's up to. I've had some dealings with them in the past too, which is all the more reason I feel like I should be here to help. Huh? What do you mean? Well, we were involved in the events that led to Dante's taking over. As I'm sure you've heard, Almada weren't half as bad before him. Yeah, the story goes that as he was their underboss back in the day, then made their former boss pay the price for screwing up. It sounds like he got what was coming to him, and Dante's was never going to be satisfied serving under a 2-bit thug like him to begin with. Yeah, I mean, for being this big scary mafia boss, Enrique was basically leading two things, Jack and shit, and Jack left town. Meanwhile, Dante's is as dangerous as they come, and he's drawn the ire of every major player on the continent. Yeah, and it sounds like Heiuei's elders are finally planning to do something about the problem too. I've heard rumors they're already making their move. About damn time. I wonder if that means she's working with them too. Word is that some famous Jaegers outside the Republic are also looking to get involved. The church and the society are getting ready too. Well, it makes sense the church would be acting, considering the bomb was blown up using an artifact. Sounds like it's not just the guys you'd expect either. I've heard talk that there's another armed group in the church on the move. Huh, that's interesting. I know they took part in Mille Mirage 2 years ago, but they don't normally interfere in other countries' affairs, do they? Apparently they've been a lot lately, seemingly at the behest of whoever's at the top. I never associated the church with an armed combat in the first place, so this is all a little bit of a surprise. I wonder what the society is after all this. It seems like they've been after Almada for a while now. Indeed, I've heard the Direwolf was pursuing Melchior for a while. It sounds like they were up to something in Tharbad too. I see. Perhaps there's some kind of shady connection between the society and Almada, or the gardens for that matter. And at the very least, we can take some solace in the fact that they're definitely not working together. It's hard to imagine how the current situation could get any worse, but I suppose that is something. Everything hinges on Almada's next move, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, the current deadlock ain't gonna last. Someone's gonna act out sooner or later, and I'm betting it'll be sooner. You can count on us when it comes to info. We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything of interest. Appreciate that. You guys just stay out of trouble out there, alright? Haley will be fine. I mean, but Jack's gonna have to avoid drinking himself into a Hurley grave. Alright, shit. Oh, wait. Before you go. You remember Muriel, the young lady who was always chasing after Dingo, right? You haven't seen her today, have you? Nah, afraid not. I haven't seen her since the emergency declaration was put into effect, come to think of it. She really looked up to Dingo, didn't she? The news must have been a real shock. I've heard she's been desperately seeking out information on what happened, but I'm worried she's going to get herself into trouble. See what you mean. Alright, we'll try and keep an eye out for her. No matter how tough the going gets, now's not the time to sulk about it. I have my own history with A, even if it's not under the same leadership anymore. That doesn't mean I can just let them do as they please.
Well...
No, it's not. I'll hit the pavement and see what I can find out too. I owe Dingo that much. Do try to keep an eye on Muriel too if you can. I worry about what she might be up to after everything that happened.
I'll take your order.
Alright, for him. Jack, what do you got to say? No, I want to talk to Jack. There we go. Got a bottle here I promised Dingo I'd open up next time he visited in Longport. Anyways, I got some contacts here in Nita. I'll see what I can dig up on Bermonti's network. I know it's easier said than done, but try to hold out a little bit longer before going on the offensive. Alright, that I can do. Can't believe Mia would escape all on her own. I didn't see that one coming. Superheroes are so darned cool. I mean, I couldn't let that story be all bleak. I needed a little hope. Is that bad? Maybe people want to read about a happy and hopeful story with the way things are. What are you talking about, Miss Kokona? We're still talking about comics, yeah? Now's the perfect time for kids to be getting some through some comics. Oh, you're right. Is that what? Do we not want to have the children just believe that everything is in a dire conquest of terribleness and whatnot? All right. Well, are you two just gonna bump uglies yet, or what? Just get to it. This isn't good. I might not even be able to book you another show unless you get on stage with Sayla. You know what this means, right? I hear you, and I appreciate your candor as much as my producer, but you just have a little more time? Sayla won't accept if I just spring it on out on her out of nowhere. Give me some time to ease her on into the idea. Ah, jeesh. You're just as soft as she is, but fine. With how things are, maybe time is what she needs to gain some perspective. Careful, the kitty's over there. Oreo's under the blanket. Yep. Just be careful. Yep. Yep. He's sleeping. Alright. So... maybe even there's nothing even at this bulletin board, maybe.
And you're probably not even...
No, I'm not.
Let's see.
Notes and quests here, but no good info here as well. Alright. Lots. I told you we'd do it after we pick up Mommy, okay?
Let's do this.
And the more you bug, then we're not going to play. I understand that. Giordano, or Giordano? Taxi running guy. They did what? Yeah, you gonna toast one up on your honor? Did you even need a reason to toast up for anything? I love that he says that, by the way. The checkpoints all over the city. It's taking me forever to get anywhere. No one's allowed in or out of the capital. Deadlock through and through. The whole thing's gotten real messy. Take care of yourself. Will you, brother? Oh, I didn't know he was a Hulk Hogan fan. Brother! Oh, poor Melise. Why don't you have a staycation? How about that? I take many of those, and they are fantastic for the body. What a horrible tragedy. So many precious lives were taken. There will be a memorial mass held in Edith Grand Cathedral. I'm making sure people are aware of it. We hope many will join us today in praying to the goddess for those we've lost. May their souls find peace. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. Alright, we got some 4 SPG. A return home. Could you get me home? That's all I can say here. I'd like to share the details in person. I'll be waiting at the first floor of the Orbital Cafe. Isla. Oh, this is how you go around accepting jobs, huh? There's still a lingering scent. Gotta check the other bulletin boards, too. Alright. Team 3, patrol the station area. Cooperate with teams 1 and 2. Let's nothing escape your watch. Those vile mafiosos, just you wait. I won't let anything else happen on my watch. Will you? Will you? Good old bar truck. I told you to play with your toys because you've watched stuff since the beginning of this morning. Okay?
Hello. Thank you.
Well, what do you want to do? Why don't you read? Well, that's your options. Yes, I'm not arguing. What do you want to do then?
One bullet can change your fate. Catch a revival showing of the smash hit Wolf's Requiem.
You want chicken nuggets now? Alright. Sounds like someone wants some chicken nuggies. He's gonna turn into a chicken nugget, I swear. Alright, where are we heading now? Okay, there's just a couple options, stuff to tack it on up about. Let's go back up this way.
No rest for them.
Shops here. Before I step on in, I might as well Save the game. Alright. Give me a hot second. I just gotta go and get my son some chicken nuggies.
Save me. I got a confession for you. Call me crazy, but I may be committing a crime of the first degree. I'm not pretending, I mean what I'm saying. I'm coming in with my hands held high. Gotta face it, I'm not gonna make it without your love, and I got nowhere to go. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, 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 no. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my attorney, my judge and jury. I'm pleading guilty, so lock me up for a key. Oh, wait. Yeah. I said lock me up for a key. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Lock me up for a key. You can't restrain me. You can search me. I'll give it all up just to be with you. I'm so happy. Now you got me. I'll surrender all my love to you. Don't you see what you're doing to me? I'm in love and I can't break free. Now I'm begging with you, baby. Please don't leave me hanging. Oh, oh, oh. It's a lockdown, baby. You drive me crazy. Ain't no escaping. Your love has got me doing time. You're my
I will get up in about 8 minutes to go and give my son the. It's not chicken nuggies anymore. It's popcorn chicken now. So we'll let bygones be bygones out of all of this. But let's head on over into Holden store, general store maybe. Julian can't rule out what happened in Basel. Could happen here too. I think I'll send my weapons on in for some maintenance. You know what? That's your goddamn given God right for the Second Amendment. Don't get it confused with guns. It's bear arms, right? Roar, you know? If it was up to me, I'd settle for a couple of polar bear arms, because, you know, you're not really going to be able to take them away from me, I think, right?
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
Everything's still really messy, though. And worrying alone won't do me any good. I'm just well prepared, just in case. I want to protect my classmates and everyone in this country. I should at least make sure my equipment is in working order. That's a good bear arms owner guy right there, right? Getting his paws in to be looked at. Xiaoling, my dearest sister, how have you been? I can't believe it's been 4 years already. Good to know you've outgrown that baby face of yours and shaped up to be a fine woman. I wish you'd outgrown your big mouth. I'm tempted to punch you right in it. But hey, credit where credit is due. Doesn't look like you're half-assing this job. That might be a bit unfair. You were always just the better one at Gekka between us two, so I guess it's fair that you'll be taking over the dojo. Don't worry about me. About half-assing things. This place is yours, after all. I'm being serious when I say you're better suited for the role of master, both skill-wise and personality-wise. Me? I do feel a bit bad about putting all that weight on your shoulders, though. I don't want to get you into any trouble. I don't see why that's any of your business. I'm just doing my job as both a bracer and a member of the Gekka school. I know, but please take care. Do it for me, at least. My older brother's the same as always. His laziness is kind of disarming. I don't know if all things are going to shake out, but I won't falter. I swear, as a bracer and a member of the Gekka school, my brother is part of the reason I took this path. I have a lot to live up to. I have to make up for his shortcomings after all. What about you? You got anything good that I can buy from you, Lilian, from your pharmacy?
Department store.
Does anything catch your eye?
You got a granola bar, which sounds fantastic, but I don't need it.
I hope I see you again.
Alright.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
God damn it. I purposely shook the popcorn chicken in the air fryer so that I wouldn't have to get up and do it, and the thing is beeping at me telling me you gotta shake it again. I did before it beeped, because I knew it was gonna beep at me. It is. Alright.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store.
Well, it's because it's frozen and it's gotta cook, right? You don't want it to taste bad or frozen. Not even in my wildest dreams would I imagine something would happen in Cray. We've been partnering with the E Village for so long that I think it's taken me even longer to accept they're just not here anymore. I wonder if there's ever a time when we actually just go over there and just see, like, was it just like a hole in the ground?
All my wares.
Not that I'm really over in seeing that. You know, having some CP food is always a good go, even if it is just for a little small amount.
Visiting the Weston Department
Decisions, eh, Marguerite? As long as you're not like Margarita.
of fine goods for sale.
Or Vincent. You know, this beer ain't gonna drink itself either, I guess, right? Cheers. It is a very good beer, Lothar's. Nice, cheap, good beer. Good German lager. I saw that our country has finally decided to truly open up interprovincial trade.
Department store.
So maybe in some time down into the future, I might actually get to taste some of Saskatchewan's best. It's taken way too long for that. Like, we're not. I think I gave you 16. They should have started this the moment. Where is? like the moment this tariff trade business sort of started, this should have been something we realized was not going to go away and should have nailed, like, I was talking about this with a guy at work. I mean, I know we're very much, I mean, I'm so sick of hearing the meme of the elbows up and whatnot stuff. And you sort of really try to figure, like, how much longer can we really deal with everything going on? You know, whether everything's going well or not is hard to decipher. But, yeah, I sort of feel like we should have done this the moment we got into this mess. Like, open up trade, start going on and about ourselves, and start being a bastard, I guess, too, right? Like, start playing true hardball and say, like, you know, there's. I saw a guy on Twitter put, like, you know, we're getting nailed with all the small little things that, like, you know, the Americans want to trade and, you know, nail tariffs on us or whatever, and that's fine. But we can make our own things here. Like, there isn't really a lot of goods. I think the thing with, like, the Americans is, like, they make a lot of things that are a lot cheaper for us than we can maybe make here, that we've now had to go elsewhere for, obviously. But, like, don't we, like, give them, like, 90% of the potash that they require for their farming? You know, all those neighboring states in and around the Great Lakes, you know, basically need our power grid. I think that's the type of stuff that you got to start playing hardball with and go, like, okay, like, yeah, we're just gonna really jack that up. We don't care anymore. I think that's almost the deal we have to go. You know, not even getting on to that heavy crude that we have. I think the gas situation is a little weird if you don't understand it. It sort of benefits both of our countries. I feel like, you know, for our petrol, our gas, our diesel, whatever you want to refer to it as. But, like, we make that heavy crude that basically makes, like, a lot of big things run. And we refine that and send that on over to the south, where it's generally more beneficial. And the stuff that we need for cars and trucks and whatnot, and smaller things, smaller engine-based things, is the oil that we get from the Americans, and they refine it for us. So it's sort of as a beneficial thing that works for us. Whereas, I mean, you know, maybe that's the one of the many sticking points. But yeah, I'm relatively sick and tired of it. You know, how's that smoky air coming down? I mean, God, it's probably gone away now, hasn't it? I mean, it's not orange when I look outside anymore, so we haven't seen it at all. Yeah.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
Yeah, like, there was, like, those 3 days of where it was really bad outside. Like, it just smelled like a campfire. And, you know, like, you couldn't even see the sun. It was just really, really orange outside. But, you know, like, wait a day or two. Like, you know, yeah, you know, these things sometimes take time to get together and get to these places. I think that's what, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize is how vast our country is, the sheer size of it. And in a lot of these places, people don't live there. Like, it's just forced. So, like, you know, I'm not saying, like, anyone was out for anything bad. Okay, give me a second. You know, like, all it takes is a lightning strike in some of these drier areas, and poof, you have a giant forest fire. Like, it sucks, but, like, I mean, hey, they happen in America too, for crying out loud. Like, you don't see us bitching about that, but it's just unfortunate that our relationship with the United States has been so good for so long, and now, like, sort of what we have to deal with is, like, you know, it's our best friend is gone off. Is it on the wagon or off the wagon? I think it's off the wagon. You know, they've fallen off, and, you know, we're trying to be there and be supportive, and they're being silly and stupid, and we're, you know, every friend reaches that point where we just go, like, you know what, you have to fix yourself before we can help you again, type of thing. And I think that's where we normally are right now, unfortunately. Normally you'd be bombarded with smoke, but not this year. Yeah, I think the usually you guys would get the smoke from the BC fires or the ones that are happening up in the Northwest Territories or the Yukon, right? And then the wind sort of goes easterly, whereas a lot of our fires that caused a lot of the problems was happening in northern Ontario. And then again, the easterly winds are sort of taking that all down south and not really going out your way. But I'll be right back.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. We hope you enjoy shopping with us. Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. We hope you enjoy shopping with us. Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale. We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
All right, I'm back. You were listening to a podcast, and they had bourbon mentioned, and someone said they think that Canada-U.S. relationship will eventually be repaired. I'm like, not as long as they claim the 51st state. I don't think it'll ever be the same. No, it.
Thank you for visiting.
You know, I'm not here to pick on anybody or anything like that. Like, we only have one American currently in here on our take, and I think DJ probably thinks highly of Canadians. I don't think she's like, you know, the current administration is. But I think your general American just doesn't understand it. Right, yeah. Like, I don't think they understand how much that bothers us, right? Like, as much as they want to go on and on about how great of a country they think they are, and I don't think they are, I always remember the
You enjoy shopping with us.
the HBO show The Newsroom, and I believe it was Jeff Daniels, the actor. You know, you can look this up on YouTube. There's a great statement about like how everyone go on about like how great the USA was, and he stands up and he goes on about like everyone wants to say how great we are. We're like ranked 300th in education. We're ranked this, and you know, and it was on and on and on about it. And it was correct, right? Like it's just like. You can only blow so much smoke up your own ass, you know, and that's fine. Everyone, I think, is entitled to think that their country is great. I'm here to tell you it's not. And it was a great clip. But yeah, like, sort of going on about it, like, I just sort of feel like your average American just doesn't understand that you can't have...
You better take good care of it.
Your country just go out there saying, like, yeah, we're going to take your country. And same for Greenland and all this, like... I just don't understand of like why they don't understand it bothers us so much. Like we just can't be having it. I thought that's pretty simple as what I went. Like would it work the same way? Like if we were some giant military powerhouse and we were going around saying like, you know what, why don't we just take you? You know? Be like the UK, you know, back in the day and just send everyone in, send the ships on over and call it a day, right? Like, yeah, you wouldn't like it, right? I have thoughts what should happen to the politicians in the U.S. who are attacking Canada. I mean, straight to jail, right? Isn't that right? It bothers me, and maybe I don't know entirely of everything legalese, what's happening. But from the generalizations that I have got with everything that's been going on with those separatists in Alberta and the ones that are like traveling down to the US to speak with politicians down there, I fail to understand how that is not treason. Like, how on earth they are not in jail right now boggles my mind. If everything that I see and read and hear about essentially just because they haven't like met with the White House administration, but I mean, like, I just don't understand of like it's known fact that they've literally gone down there to talk with people to discuss literally that of like how to, when we become independent, how do we sort of get this to work into become part of you guys, even though that's not going to happen. But I prefer they get the gallows. That was me talking, but and I've said this before, and it irks me, and I know your average citizen might be stuck and might not know what to do or might think they're powerless. The longer and longer that the common citizen in America allows this to happen in America, I lose more and more faith every day. Like, I don't know how there isn't more like riots in the streets over what is happening in your country, and I think a lot of people just are stuck in the essence of, if it doesn't affect me personally, no, hands away, everything's okay for now. So like, and before you know it, things won't be okay anymore. That's literally what's going to happen. I don't know when or what's going to happen, but that I just don't get how people just allow this to happen and no one bats an eye. That's the thing that truly boggles my mind. And no one wants to talk about it, I guess. I don't know. It's like some ranger gear might be some upgrades for somebody. Definitely it's like Katra. And reset.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for
And maybe even for Fairy as well.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
And the same thing again is like, it bothers me. Like, I know there's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of Twitch streamers. Like, there's a lot of people on social media that don't want to discuss politics because I've always said, like, I think the reason truly is it's not because they don't want to discuss it. I think it's they're afraid of realizing how many people in their community, for all intents and purposes, might be MAGA, and they just don't want to know that. They don't want to they don't want to stir the pot. And then they realize that, like, especially if they have like a general blue outlook on things, and for them to only realize that like more than 50% of the community that watches them happen to have a red outlook, right? Just to make things simple. I think they don't want to realize that. And it's unfortunate because there's a lot of big influencers who have quite the following that I feel like if they just maybe spoke their mind and added their 2 cents once in a while, it might help. But like I said, it's part of that situation of where everyone just ignores it or doesn't want to touch it, and I think that's one of the biggest problems happening right now, and it's unfortunate. How's that like a downturn for him? What does he got? That's so much better.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store.
I'll get more good stuff in stock soon.
Our stores have a wide variety of goods for sale.
Why doesn't this work? Why does the sound work?
Shopping with us.
I mean, sound better than nothing, I guess. But hello, this biscuits for 63 total. Jesus Christ, you guys are starting to be toddlers running around here. When should that number will say like you were a teenager eventually? But how are you? We're talking politics. I'm doing well, my friend. I'm doing well. For such a tragedy, not a strategy. That's the wrong phrasing. I can hardly imagine anyone would be in the headspace for clothes shopping. Hey, look, everyone needs clothes. We can't all walk around naked. I'm doing okay, and oh boy, politics, your favorite, right? Mine too. No, we're just talking what we're always talking about. Going, what's another week? New tariffs. With people not even understanding who actually is affected by the tariffs. That is always the other comic value that I always get a good little chuckle out of.
Thank you for visiting the West.
Yeah, it's funny of like I never understood, especially with the bourbon talk. I thought that was funny. I know that like there's something about America where like they apparently they're the only ones that can make bourbon. I sort of would sit here and think of like, why does anyone care about that? Like, surely you can make bourbon somewhere else in the world and maybe you just can't call it bourbon. But I'm fairly certain we can just like, well, look what I made. Call it something different. Like, Jesus Christ.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department store.
But the thing that nobody understands of is so it's like it's you guys that are paying the tariffs.
We hope you.
It's not us. It's not us. You can't tell the general population that though. They don't understand it. Which boggles my mind.
We await your next visit.
We're gonna hit them with the tariffs. Oh, trust me, Jordan, those of us with fully functioning brains and no shit-filled diapers understand how tariffs work. It's just unfortunate that I feel like Biscuits, I was sort of saying this earlier, the longer and longer this happens, the more and more I'm starting to believe that you guys are in the minority, unfortunately. Like I was just saying beforehand, like I don't understand how there isn't riots in the streets every day. I can't fathom to understand that everyone is just okay. Well, not everyone, but I mean, like, it seems that the vast majority is just okay with what's going on right now. Everything's okay. I'm thinking about it more, and I'm not even living in your country, for fuck's sakes. Like, that's what... Like, I'm talking about it more as a Canadian, for crying out loud, than any Americans apparently can care for it. They're just the loud minority. Yes, yeah, I understand that. There, it is that as well. But as I said just before he came in, there's going to be a time where it becomes too late. Like if something is not done, or something doesn't happen, or someone doesn't realize the damage that is being done, it's going to reach a point where there's no turning back. There's no fixing it. It's over, and now you're going to have to reap what you sow. And everyone is just going to be like, what? How did this happen? And I cannot put my palm through my face any harder when that happens.
Thanks for coming.
I just boggled. Yeah, fully functioning brains, not the smooth brains. I mean, you tell me. I have heard this before the last round of tariffs, and it scares me. I mentioned this at the top of the stream, and it's terrifying for globally. Have you heard the latest rumor that a nuclear weapon may be launched in Iran so that the midterms don't happen? That's the last one I'd heard. That's been going on for about 4 to 6 months that I've heard. But I've sort of heard like that's the end game there. Not to joke about Avengers here, but that terrifies, because like speaking with this game of where you know, a village was just taken out by a shard nuclear weapon, looks like.
The next generation.
It's
World's fastest.
you know, pressing.
Driver 2.
Like, I had heard the rumor of when the start of this little war was happening in Iran, that you guys had gotten rid of a few, or the Cheeto had gotten rid of a few military leaders, like, out of nowhere, and no one really was aware of to why. And apparently it was because he wanted to launch a weapon because the Israel Prime Minister guy wanted to, and he said, sure, why not? And then some of the military leaders, thank God, have functioning brains, said, like, are you kidding me? And now they're out of a job, right? But I mean, it's, you know, it wasn't mentioned, that's why. They're just like, yeah, sure, we'll just, we'll let things slide, and, you know, we'll carry on and forget about how everything's going. But, I don't, you know, I fear for what the world may be if that happens. Certainly shouldn't be a thing, but... Alright, so we got somebody there. Oh, but an orbital fridge. Of course, we can grab those. Great things. Whole ideal is I pressing. Great was the moment there, and then poof! Gone the next. We don't have any classes this afternoon, so I'm just kind of restless. You visited Cray Village before, right, Shinya? Yeah, it was my pilgrimage to some of the holy ground of early filmmaking. What a quiet little town it was. The lady at the inn basically treated me like family. Feels like I'm listening to children on their way back home from school. This constant stream of bad news has left a lot of students feeling down. Even then, I try my best to listen to their problems as part of the student council.
Well...
So here's the thing. I think him and his people are aware of how tariffs actually work, and they don't care how much it hurts people and businesses. The end goal has always been to make sure the billion trillionaires come out on top and keep their hold of all the power. It's all part of the fascist regime takeover. Put your boot on the little guy's neck as much as possible so he has no way to fight back. Yeah, that certainly does seem the way it's going. And again, like, from what little, like, it does appear that people are waking up. I've seen a few pieces that he's absolutely losing a whole bunch of support now. Like, he's, like, realistically, I think the only states that I thought I saw support him were Florida, Tennessee, and something on the West Coast. Like, it wasn't it looked like maybe Wyoming or something. Like, he has very, very low support now. But again, it's, you know, he just does what he wants, so no one seems to care. But, you know, his support is dwindling, so it does seem like people are starting to sort of wake up to it. But part of me sort of is people are realizing like it might be too late. Like, again, everyone's, you know, no one's putting any control into what's happening, and, you know, just going to be a ridiculous regime takeover, and everyone's going to be like, how did this happen?
Alrighty.
I don't know. It's that Lothar's guy again. It's never too late, but people need to do it. Yeah, I just don't know if you're ever going to get people to do it.
Do you have any preferences?
Ooh, an excellent milk latte. No pants at the guillotine. Now, you mean as a viewer? You know? Or do you mean as the,
Thanks for coming in.
As the one getting his head lopped off. Oh, I didn't even talk to the poor gal down here. Like, DJ, you live in Tennessee, right? What's the outlook out that way? Like, is it starting to lean a little bluer, or is it depend where you are type of thing? Because I always generally think of, like, rather rurally living, people support red, but if you're more so near the big cities, you know, it might be a little bit more blue leaning. You don't know? You don't have a general outlook just from where you live as to whether or not people support the president or not? Not to jump on you, I'm just making a general statement here. Don't get upset about it. But, like, that sort of was what I was talking about. No one's ears down to the ground going like, whatever, right? I don't know. No. To each their own, no. We need more Zoran Mamdanis. Isn't that the new mayor of New York City? It's a wonderful man from anything I've seen on him in social media. He seems fantastic. He does. He does.
I can handle.
What do you got to buy here at the IOTA workshop counter? Anything new? Anything borrowed? Anything blue? No new drivers. Any plugins? We've bought all the Glade plugins. They smell great.
I'm ready to help whenever you need.
All right, Isla. What do we got going on here? You're Isla, right? You wanted to hire us? As we handed her business card. I've never wanted to live in New York City more, honestly. I've always been a Cali guy. That always looks like my type of place. I mean, maybe it's because I've lived in Canada and has just dealt with the terrible weather my entire life. But I remember I said this long before with my old HR person on Wings of Wind, and she was just like, the taxes will kill you. And I mean, obviously, little does she know that the amount of taxes I pay in Ontario is far more greater than they are in California. Arkride Solutions, so you're the Spriggan. I can't believe I'm actually meeting you. You'd think you were meeting a celebrity or something. Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. It's just that I've only ever heard rumors about you. I wasn't even sure you were real. I'm so glad you came, though. I didn't have anyone else to turn to. Well, would you tell us what the job's about? Oh, of course. But can we discuss this someplace else? Just let me ask my boss for permission to step out for the moment. So if I've had a choice of all the states, I'd pick California, but I'm down in New York City to actually give it consideration now. Is it because it's just too busy, DJ? Like, that's I understand that. Like, it's a very, very different worlds, especially in like New York City proper downtown. But I would assume like that's not really what it is. I assume if you get, you know, pretty much out of the Times Square world, you know, into the other boroughs, too noisy and too expensive. Everything's relatively noisy and expensive though. So the job description mentioned you wanting to go home. Yeah, that's right. My parents called this morning to inform me my grandmother, who's been hospitalized, is in critical condition. She's been in the hospital for quite some time now, and I'm worried it might finally be her time. Well, I can understand why you want to see her so badly then. The issue is that my home and the hospital are both in Anchorville City. I know what I'm asking is unreasonable since we're not allowed to leave the capital right now, and it's why I couldn't go to the guild or anyone else about this. I understand your reasoning in coming to us. There are checkpoints set up around the city, though, aren't there? Can we even get through those? You've been there several times. Your best friend's aunt has lived there since she was 17. She's in her 60s now. It's not bad once you get used to city life. Yeah, like my guess would be is DJ has never been quaint to true city life, right? Like, I mean, I even think of like, even myself, I live in a relatively medium-sized city for Canada, for what we have. And even going like to Toronto is like a little bit of a, not quite a culture shock, but I mean like, I could see why someone wouldn't necessarily want that. But yeah, like as Biscuits mentioned, like what you get with something like in New York City and a lot of the big cities is a convenience factor. Like, you know, you're walking to the grocery store as opposed to a 30-minute drive. And, you know, to each their own, obviously, right? You know, some people like that, some people don't like that, right? I mean, it's what each person wants. And if DJ wants a country life, then that sounds like that's what she's got. Yeah, the weather would be a huge thing for me for, like, California, though. I'd always be huge on that. Like, you know, it doesn't sound like it ever really dropped down below, like, 60-ish type of thing. Well, before we decide if we're going to take your job or not, I want to hear something from you. The state of emergency was issued by the government and applies to everyone in Edith. You'll be breaking the law if you try to leave. That's the kind of thing that goes on your record forever if you get caught. Might even screw up your chances of working in the capital. That being said, are you really sure you really want to do this? I understand that, and I understand the state of our country is in right now, but this might be the last time I ever get to see my grandma. I'd never forgive myself if I sat here and waited for it to happen. I want to at least try to see her one last time. If the worst really happens, I'll have to live with that fact that I never got to say goodbye to her. Isla. My parents said they'll come and pick me up outside the city if I can make it that far. All I need to do is make it out of Edith. Well, I say it all, and that's not the hardest part. Got it. I can tell your resolve is strong, and for us, I think we can help her out. Yeah, I don't think I could do like right spank downtown. Like again, I think it'd be a cool thing to experience, like if you were younger, just to say like you did it type of thing. But yeah, like hearing people pay like $6,000 a month in rent to live like in Manhattan for like a shoebox, you know, that's like a studio sounds terrible, but you know, it is what it is for those people, and some people like it. Some people want to have the big house, the picket fence, and you know, all that jazz. All right, well, we'll drive you to Anchorville ourselves. Judith, Agnes, can you come with us? It's probably going to be a rough ride, so some emotional support will come in handy. Well, I wasn't planning to leave you alone with her in the first place. Well, everyone else can stay here and keep an eye on things and gather info and stuff. I'm counting on you. Yeah, it works for me. I'll keep you updated on the traffic information while you're out. Thanks, guys. Well, we're gonna head on out. You've always been a little anti-Bernie, not his policies, they seem good, but the man himself and his campaign, so seeing someone like Zoran Mamdanis is refreshing. I think, isn't the general thing about Bernie, I'm a Bernie fan. I sort of wish he didn't get screwed, you know, back in, was it for 2016 or whatever it was? Seems so long ago. But he's like far down the rabbit hole of like socialism, right? Like that's sort of why people Mamdani, not Mamdanis. How about Mampenis? Will that work as well? Oh, Lothar's wrote Mamdamis, so it's Mamdani. We'll get there.
Time to go solve some problems.
It's easy just to say that everything is fine. A little too easy, really. So instead, even if it's only a little, I'd like you to share some of your worries with us. Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. You don't have to force a smile, but sometimes it's an important step to convincing yourself that things really will be fine. That you can do it. That you can overcome the trials before you. You know, I swear I've heard your voice somewhere before. Really? Everyone out there's got a voice twin, though, I'm sure. Yeah, looks like this fun little chat's over for now. First checkpoint. I didn't think they'd be watching over the entrance to the expressway. How do we get past them? This seems like maybe this is an SP thing. I don't think forcing our way through a checkpoint that's this well guarded is going to work. But here's my thing. I don't understand what they mean by force. In logic, my thinking is that just drive through the checkpoint. That's what I'm thinking they mean by force. Whereas lying means, you know, it's like you get to a border station and you're just like, anything you'd like to declare? No. Meanwhile, you got, you know, 6 bodies in the back that your Cadillac can hold. So I'm going to say lie. We'll run it to the expert DJ to see if we are correct or not. I think I've actually turned Wolf a little against city life. I say that, but I think living so close to the city has done it. Crime rate's definitely higher than it is more of a sleepy suburb further out from the city, but now we look at houses, he's looking at sleepy suburbs more, and I find that funny. But how, like suburbs is such a weird, funny thing, though. Like, there's always the argument of that 15-minute city that everyone is sort of trying to make and get to work for everybody to, right? Like, the sleepy suburb, to me, like, there's so many of those around where I currently live and where I sort of did before, but, like, I feel like we're just so much of a well-traveled city where we are in Hamilton. Like, everything is sort of, like, you're never 10 minutes from anything. Like, there is some rural living, you know, some country living, as people say, that's out there. And, you know, and they're like you're half hour away from a proper grocery store and whatnot. But it's just one of those things of, you know, how you want to live. You buy a place out there, you gotta know that you're what you signed up for. Does anybody know? I don't want to get this wrong if this is like an SP thing. How dare you? Although Puddles would be very mad if I said that. Pour the beer, taking like lie. I was right. Thank you, DJ. There's different classifications of suburbs based on size and distance of the city it's close to. Right now, we're in a suburb that is very heavily urban leaning. Okay. Well, shall we? No, it's okay. Thank you, DJ. I would have thought you would have known it off the top of your head. Where are you heading? We're delivering supplies to the folks in the city, continuing their peace activities. See? Even have ID. You can check out our cargo, too. Checks out, and there's no problem with your cargo either. That being said, those three women don't look like delivery personnel to me. Now look, I get what you're saying, but basing things off of gender or how someone holds themselves is a little old-fashioned. The four of us just want to be helpful to people in a trying time. There's no lie in that. If you want, you can confirm it with our contractor. Not that I'm at liberty to say who that is. My apologies. Keep up the good work. Go on ahead. Thanks, and you too. Alright, checkpoint 1's good. Got out of that hassle. You live in a nice rural area that's close to the lake and state park. Most restaurants and stuff are like 15 minutes away. I assume the same is for like your grocery store, like 10 minute away drive at most. See, that's the one thing that like I think like it's unfortunate Cartesian Cat is in, but like that's a completely other world. Like over in Europe, like the mere thought of them having to go 15 minutes away to anything probably boggles their mind, right? Like for them it's so simple, especially for us that lives in big countries, right? Like when we think of a long drive, I mean, I don't like driving, but I mean like a long drive to me is, you know, 4 hours plus. Whereas to them, they're considering flying for that point, right? Like, I mean, I would too, but I mean, you know, logistically speaking. But, you know, 4 hours to them, they're in another country. You know, for us, it's just like, we're lucky. I mean, I could drive for a whole day and relatively not be outside of my province if I'm going either way. I mean, 45 minutes and I could be in America. But, you know, the same for you guys, right? Depending on where you live, like you could drive 6, 8, 10 hours and still not leave your state. You know, it just depends on whereabouts you live type of thing. But that's what you want, right, DJ? You wanted nice and quiet. If you wanted city life, you'd be living it up in New York City, hanging out with the naked cowboy, right? If you go out to the main street outside of our neighborhood, you'll see buses and taxis and tons of businesses and tons of traffic, but it's not downtown. We also have 2 metros on either side of us. Sleepy suburb would be somewhere you don't see city buses, taxis, traffic, and no metro stops. Oh, see, like you really have to go really out to nail that out my way. Like pretty much the sleepy suburb would be considered like, if you want that of like no metro or anything out there, you've got to go about a half an hour outside of the city type of thing. Like where, like I said, like people want that life, and there are suburbs, but like it's funny, like the one that I keep always thinking about is people who've lived out there. They are so against more building of anything like that. I think they even voted down having a gas station, which is comical, because that means that they have to drive 15 minutes to the closest gas station to just drive back home another 50. Like, the fact that you added 30 minutes because you didn't want a gas station in your community boggles my mind, but that's them. Yeah, that seems out there. You grew up 10 minutes from here. The state park is 5 minutes from here, which is on the like. That is one thing that I've always heard about that is absolutely wonderful in that great country of yours, and that is your national and your state parks. They are absolutely always something that's fantastic that people should make a point of going to. I'm impressed you came up with that cover story on the fly. You even had an ID card to back it up. I'm guessing that's not the only one you have. Yeah, you can't deny they come in handy in times like these. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We might have been in a bind if you didn't have it. Alright, now that's all that's left is get out of the city. Wait, isn't there another checkpoint we get off of the expressway? Yeah, when we get there, I think the best plan is to put the pedal to the metal or hide among the large trucks. I am going to again say that putting the pedal to the metal is going to get us chased. I'm going to say hide among the large trucks. There are... Am I correct? Are there, like, so DJ said state parks. So there are state parks, and I assume there's federal parks, right? Like your big, like, is Yellowstone a state park, or is that like a federal park? Or maybe I'm misconstruing. Yeah, I know, like, the state and parks people. I always see them on social media. They have great social media people. That they always try to really fight the good fight about all the garbage you hear about them maybe taking away money or what they're going on about. 2 state parks here? Okay. Yeah, we have like one of the largest trails called the Bruce Trail that goes on forever and ever, and I am very close to that, like about a 2-minute walk. So I have a lot of areas that if I wanted to go and walk and do, like, it's not really a provincial park per se, but it's a well-known area in the greater Horseshoe area. Hide among the trucks. Thanks you. So I was right again. 2 for 2. Yeah, that might work. Just try not to stay too close to the trucks or we might cause an accident. And remember that if we're too far away, we'll get spotted. Wait, isn't this like playing kind of reckless? That was a close one. We're almost scarily close to that truck. Still, at least the plan worked. We managed to get out of the city like we wanted to. Where exactly are we now? It's an old road that barely anyone uses since the expressway was built. It's not technically a secret path, but it might as well be. That explains it. Uh-oh. Looks like the police certainly know of it. This might be the final obstacle standing between us and the suburbs. Use force or lie. See, this might be the one where I might consider using force because of the mention that it's on an off-the-keep road. They might not be able to have as many people chase us if we use force, but again, I could be wrong. So I'm gonna go with use force until DJ lets us know how wrong we may be. Okay, 3 for 3. I was happy to say use force. Wow. I like speaking it out, trying to make sense of it. Wait, you can't mean to... We've gotten through a few checkpoints now. It's possible they're onto us at this point. If that's true, they're going to arrest us if we stop here. We've got no choice but to force our way through. If that's what you think is best. I'm ready for it. I'm not afraid as long as I'm all with you. Oh wow, to think you'd come to trust us that much in a short time. You've done both so much to reassure me while we've been together. At this point, I don't even know where I'd be without you. Aww. Of course, we wouldn't have got this far without your driving too, Mr. Arkwright. That's fine. I'm used to it. Anyways, if you steeled your nerves, then we're ready to go. We're gonna reunite you with your family, whatever it takes. Alright. We'll never forget the debt I owe you. Easy. Save the thanks until the job is done. Let's do this. And don't bite your tongue. You're not even going to show me relatively using force to get through? Oh, that's a little upsetting. Like, how are we going to get back? They didn't mention this blue truck that just went past a checkpoint here. Isabel's family came to meet her, and upon entrusting her with them, the job was considered complete. Before departing, however, they said they were praying for her grandmother's safe recovery. They also suggest that Isla stay in Anchorville until the national situation has calmed down. On the way back, they decided to rely on Katra and Reset's analysis and navigational expertise. And through some effort, they were able to find a safe but slow route to make their way back into the city.
All in a day's work.
Love to see it.
Thank you very much for the help there, DJ. Oh, a little bit of a premium there. 6,500 Mira. Alright, so now we're back here. Oh, there's somebody up there to chat it on up with. How did we miss them? You have more to talk with here, Anya. Yes, we know you're a public bathhouse. Yeah, where is Huck? Where's the old bastard? Alright, so. Been here.
Off we go.
See what's there before. I mean, we probably should do the, Alright, so there's whatever's up there. As DJ always says, do green first, so we'll do green first.
No, the guilt can help. You'll never believe what happened.
So I think we were here in Tyrell already. Yep. Okay. No, don't go down there, it smells.
Then let's head over.
Lots of people to yap with here. Alright, so. Couple of hot bobbies. Well, Nancy. Well, it's always a big mess, eh? Karen and Nancy, two of the worst names for a woman out there. Sorry if you know of any Karens and Nancy, but can't help themselves. Did they really just wipe a whole village off the map? They're all just gone? What do I even say? How do I even feel? We're gonna keep the store open, of course, but am I really supposed to just carry on all casual like I was? Doesn't feel right anymore. Yes, Alan, you're supposed to just carry on. Forget anything that happened. Okay? This poor woman, she's been here for like 4 chapters, painting absolutely nothing. Although she now looks like she's confused. No! I had nearly a fifth of it done, and now I've gone and spilled paint all over it. Mariquita, you bumbling swine! This tower eludes me one more day. I curse the criminals who committed this atrocity. I mean, is the tower gonna go away? Who knows? You go back under your blanket? What is this avant-garde bilge on my canvas now? This is no art. Those fiends who rise the village. 2 crimes to answer for now. Their community shan't forgive them. Okay, shan't. No shan'ts. We haven't seen any obvious moves from them. What I really want to know is if the president's office has stumbled on anything. Listen to yourself, Sasha, please. We have our own position to consider. I understand you want to look out for your fellow students, but that shouldn't come at your own expense. Well, thanks for the advice, unsolicited as it was. But as a schoolmate and as a friend, I want to do anything I can to help. It's part of my duty as the general club manager to look out for everybody here, and that includes him. So would you mind keeping in touch when you can? Are you even listening to... Alright. You know what? Fine. It's clear you've made up your mind. So, should I take that statement as the view of the Patriot League and not the president? Well, for the most part, yes. The party's stance is rather disorganized, so some of us have had to release statements independently. But Well, the president's office acting irrespective of the party is nothing new. Oh, yeah, I'm well aware. I just wanted to confirm. That gives me a good idea of just how deep to dig into the president's office. Thank you very much for that information. We've been locked down after that terrorist attack. It's really clipped our wings. But me, I got sources in high places, and now's a good time as any to put them to use. I owe the Tyrol Times a good headline or two, so maybe I should dig a little deeper for this next one. Maybe you should. I just don't know how he does it. He seems to have it all figured out in spite of everything going on. He even predicted some of his colleagues would break off from the party. He's far more savvy than I thought. And to think he wants me to take me as under his wing. Okay, well, head on under that wing then.
That's true.
It breaks my heart. We can't lose our way. We all have to band together and overcome this. I was actually working here when the war broke out. A bunch of Calvardian VIPs came on in here for an emergency meeting, and now we've got Senator Polanski and others here. We gotta keep them safe and help them resolve this.
Alrighty.
Huck, that's where Huck is. Huck, I thought you'd be getting a bath. Well, I'm no diplomat, but I got an idea of how this will impact the marketplace, and I don't like where it's heading. The markets are like horses. They spook real easily. You get a big incident like this and its futures plummet. I can only hope they get it all resolved soon. How can they even do that, though, is beyond me. Insurance companies are all on fire right now. I can bleed on over in other sectors pretty quickly if this keeps up. Here's hoping they all get it straightened out sooner rather than later. In times like these, we need to move forward together rather than squabbling among ourselves and jawing at the president's office. It's quickly becoming an international crisis. Calvert could have saved a lot of face by taking the initiative here. As it stands, our investigation is hitting a snag. We could use some of Huckberry's wisdom here to help shed light on all this.
Okay.
Mr. Security Guard Simmons? New measures, eh? You just keep there standing and looking pretty. What about you, Berzelia? Damn name. An act? A facade? Let me see how far you can get there, Berzelia.
Alrighty.
Alright, who else to talk to? Anybody here? There's a shop, although I think it's just to stay here and rest.
Need something?
Nope, nothing we need here. Might as well talk with you, actually. President and the young miss finally had a heart-to-heart. A lot on their chest, it seems, and well, perhaps their being relieved might be a bit uncouth of me, but it puts me to ease to see them finally being forthcoming with each other, even as these revelations cause them grief. The first step on the road to a mended relationship. Now they can begin to heal. Okay, good talk. Alright, where are we heading now? We wanting to head up or down? I mean, I guess there's the waterworks, which we don't want. Oslo? All the way from Norway, eh? Okay. Go over there, get the green thing first.
So in love with this brand.
Do a little bit of luxury boutique shop in here. Hello, Carol. Also another terrible name. They're open for the time being. I mean, you guys know that yours wasn't the country that was nuked, right? I mean, like, you know, carry on as usual, right? If everything's going to be closed, then how are people supposed to get their luxury boutique bags and clothes, right? Where are my mod robes? Lothars, if you're still here, did you ever own a pair of mod robes? I mean, I know you hate pants, but I saw that they came back somewhat, and it's just hard for me to separate $60 for a pair of mod robes that back in the day were like $10.
So we have full confidence
All
in
right,
our
Scarlet Rouge. We're getting some gifts here. Oh, I never buy the
We
hair.
await your next visit.
All right. To-do list.
Don't mind if I do.
You know me well.
Links for Renee Kincaid. All right. Nothing is in here. We shall leave. Hey, thanks for checking up on the apartments, Brawla. Not that I was worried. I mean, those guys are as tough as nails. If anyone can fend for themselves, it's them. Yeah, they were helping each other out, same as always. Once we're done here, I should head on over to see if I can help. Incidentally, you two are from the same complex downtown, right? Yep, different floors, though. Simon used to come check up on me every now and then, so after my parents died. I knew her parents pretty well. Funny that she'd wind up here with me on the team. Almost sounds predestined, doesn't it? How about your place, Kirk? I get it's a safe place of town, but you sure you don't need to check in on your folks? I mean, I'm sure they're fine, but thanks. I imagine they got their hands full and they don't need me. They've been fine without them. Are you sure, Kirk? You don't look fine to me, being honest. Well, I mean, you'd think I'd lose my cool over something like this? Who do you take me for? Alright, that's enough. This ain't the time for mouthing off. Don't think we'll be playing ball anytime soon. Things really gotten... Wait, like, the ball is there, the net is there. This could be the best place to lose your worries, okay? Like, please, just play some b-ball. Okay? Go and dunk on some children or something. I don't know. Just treat it like a dunkaroo, okay? Just dip the high sugar cracker inside the non-chocolate dip. You are here! You are late as anything, but we'll let it slide. I, of course, have a beer. Now, you're telling me, Cartesian Cat, and all your travels to Western Germany, you've never heard of a Henninger? What's wrong with you? Now you're in Rome! Truly the European traveler. What are you doing in Rome? I hope you were having some pasta. That's what people do there, right? Went to the Colosseum today. Did you watch two gladiators fight it out with a lion? Does that still happen? They were just raised differently, I guess. The festival was never big in my household. Not that I want to talk about my household. Meh. It's all in the past now. As long as I keep myself out of trouble, we're all good. You started your day off with a frozen coffee, a chocolate croissant, half a pizza for lunch, and a sweet gelato ice cream in the midday. Where's the alcohol? Oh, and with that pizza, I had a frozen pina colada. Thank you. Finally. I was like, what are we doing here? Good for you, Cat. You know you're the penis colada lady. You are. You are. No taking that away from you. And you'll have some wine tonight, as you should. Is it true? I know Biscuits also went to, I don't know if she went to Rome, per se, but, like, is Italy one of those places that, like, shuts down between, like, 11 and, like, 2 p.m.? Like, just, like, everyone goes and has the, what are they called? Siestas? Fiestas? Something like that?
Now, what's it say?
We have received reports that a dangerous archaism called a Ganduluva Omega, I believe, has appeared deep within the Sidon District waterworks. Take care of this in the guild's stead. From the Bracer Guild. Restaurants are closed between 3 and 7. Okay. So you could still go and grab lunch at noon and then obviously a late dinner to do. I appreciate a late dinner. Like 7 to 8 o'clock for me to have dinner. Mwah, I love it. I love it. You really truly get to enjoy yourself. Because, you know, I love me a 2-hour dinner, but that's not really an Americanized thing. Dent's gone, so we're done inspecting bulletin boards. One more quest down and we can call here, but I'd like to finish the other one.
Let's see.
Alright, so we have already got all of them all, and he's caught the sense of them all, so. I can appreciate that the world there, like, just shuts down between 3 and 7. Like, I wish more of the world was like that. Alright, are we heading on in? We are.
Let's get to work.
I was gonna say, like, these things aren't even matter to me here. Flickaroo.
Always prevails.
How far do we have to go here for this thing? All the way to the end. How dare I? I guess I kind of probably taken the.
Not done yet.
Well then, the express to the end there, but. What brings you to Rome, there, Cartesian Cat? Just vacationing, or is it work related, perhaps?
Let's get to work, you on.
The Mother Bill Grasso. How dare they?
Stay put. Your turn, Judith.
Judith, what do you got going on here?
You got this.
Swift?
Your brother is visiting from Bama, and you wanted to show him the best of Europe. Oh, good for that. Good for that.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
That was amazing.
Does the best of Europe not exist over in the Netherlands? Or I assume maybe he's already seen the Netherlands.
One more.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear you're enjoying yourself.
I see me some nobodies.
Get to work.
Give me your worst.
But when Rome is only... we were talking about that before, of just like, out of... Europe is such a different place of like, for you, like a long drive is probably like, 40 minutes, whereas like, to us it's 4 hours, but for you, that's going 2 countries over almost. Can we murder all these things if we just do a vandalized raid? Mostly. So I went to London for a weekend. I could also go to London for a weekend, except it's London, Ontario, and it's not quite the same. Last time I came here, did Paris and West Germany.
Like hell you are.
Really, we have to use Guardian for that? Really?
That's what you get.
Have that, Aaron.
I don't even know if I'm getting like experience for fighting those things. I know I'm getting some Sepith out of it, which is something I relatively need. But yeah, you gotta love Europe. Gotta love Europe,
guys. We all in one piece.
You're a rowdy crowd, aren't you? Come on.
Take this. I'll dice you up! You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Pretty hot shit, Van. Now we're talking. That one looks tough.
Take this! Give me your worst.
How do you miss that blow?
Make it count, Aaron!
Out with a bang.
Sword for me!
How do you not kill them all there? Oh, there you go. You do kill them all.
That's what you get.
That was amazing, Aaron.
Ow. Oh, you whacked me.
Payback time! Bring it on!
You can drive 4 hours and be on the other side of the state here in Memphis. Yeah, if I was to drive westerly from where I am, it would take me 24 hours, and I'd be lucky if I still left Ontario. I think it's about 6 to 8 hours if I wanted to be in Quebec and speak French. Or as I said earlier, I could drive for 45 minutes and be in America if I wanted to go there. You'd be near me if you drive for 22 hours. I've always heard that like the travel across to Ontario is basically like a day's drive. I've never done it. I have zero interest in driving that far. But so maybe that's like from the far end of Ontario to the other end. That might be it. Regardless, Lothars, if I ever wanted to come to you, I'm flying. That's too far away. I mean, my wife, they're going off out east again. I don't have the vacation when they do, so I'll be home alone. But my father-in-law is driving. I think what's going to take them like 30 hours to go out east. Boggles my mind. No, thank you. Last time we went there, we flew. I can't drive that far. It'd be nice to see, I guess. Like that maybe would be something I would do like in my retirement, like where I'm not stuck to having to be back at a set time to go back to work type of thing. Like if I could just truly be at my leisure, I would do that type of thing. Same with like another drive to Florida maybe type of thing. I would do that, but I'd have to have like no hurries to be back or go anywhere. 25 hours is not worth the drive to Toronto, Lothars.
Pressure him and move it.
You could visit old Fiery Biscuits and Wolf Lair, the Merry Land of Oz after 8 hours.
Keep it up! It's working!
Alright, 52 Gondoluva.
Let's party! You're not getting away.
Yeah, especially when the Blue Jays are playing like dog shit. So there's no reason to go to Toronto. At all.
Keep it up! It's working!
You'll never guess. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grim Cat coming your way. You know what to do, Anya.
What do we have? Do we have any? Okay, we have half truck to swap it for.
Let's party!
Toronto free if you drove for me would take 13 hours. Yeah, that nothing in Toronto is worth seeing. Wait until the Maple Leafs play. They might have woken up maybe. I'm not sure.
Let's party! Going all in.
Bet this'll sting. Come at me!
God, we're God dang it. There's the problem. There's your problem.
I'm out. I've got this.
Keep it up! It's working!
This'll do the trick.
Everyone's spread out.
Optical cannon.
New York City in 3.5?
My move now.
New York City for me is quite some ways. Like I can get, like I said, I can get New York State pretty quick, but the city, that's no help.
This'll hurt.
Make it count.
Your crush.
I won't lose.
I mean, there is the old saying. I think I live south of Detroit. Probably.
Going all in.
What are you gonna do?
Pressure him and move it.
This'll do the trick.
Keep it up! It's working!
This'll do the trick. Optical cannon.
A chance!
Yeah, would love to put him in to get that attack, but that ain't going to work.
Make it count.
Oh!
Going all in.
Is that like like that weird, like it looks like a bowl of soup next to all the characters' names? I don't know what that is.
Move it.
Like, is that a buff or a debuff? I'm trying to understand.
By the heavens! Here!
It's go time.
Disco time?
Pull out all the stops.
We don't have any buffs going on.
Swift. Larceny.
Stop
Stop right there! My move now.
If you wanted to visit a friend in Rochester, it'd take you a little over 6 hours. Ah, okay. Yeah, for me, like, I think Rochester's easier to get, like, you know, that, those parts to see, but to get to the city part is a little bit of the tougher end of it. It's not hitting me hard. I'm not overly concerned about that.
Over here! All for you! Here's our chance! This'll do the trick. Come here! I need you! They flinched!
There we go. Those are the numbers we want. And you still got one turn to
Keep it up! It's working!
God damn it.
Going all in.
Every time I get something good that I want to do, just I keep doing these cranes things. Toronto, you got 2 chunky states to pass through, then a border to cross. It'll take some time, but not the longest drive you've ever done. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, you know, even when you're in Toronto, you're still an hour away from Toronto. Toronto is a terrible place to drive to. I think the problem is, like, all of the highways there, like, they just need to be, I mean, the Gardner Expressway needs to probably be removed and replaced with something, but it runs literally through the city. But every which way to get into Toronto is so busy, and, you know, they always keep thinking that the fix is just add more lanes, which doesn't work. But it's just one of those things of where, like, they're so afraid of probably fixing the problem because you'd have to shut down everything, like, going into it for, like, probably 3 to 5 years. Like, it will never get done. It's just keep putting pig stick on the, or lipstick on the pig to fix and hope for the best type of deal. Alright, Innocent Heal. We can do that.
Innocent Heal!
Thanks, pal.
Is he still stunned? No, he doesn't look stunned, but somebody has any gang points to deal with.
There we go!
Here goes. Brace yourself.
We're just gonna get another, you know, after doesn't have a thing to do.
Here goes.
Oh, he did get another one, but not enough points. Hey, Aaron, can we bring you in here?
You're up.
The star has a
You got points.
It's working!
Oh, you do, but you don't have the boost. God dang it! That's what sucks about that.
Blazing blast! That's far enough. The rest is up to you. I'll take over. Keep moving, Van. Over here.
Why does he not have? I never understand these boost things.
Your turn, Judith.
Never in my life.
Let's party! I've got this.
This guy has nothing that's weakness-wise.
Activating drive!
That it? There!
Petra!
Stop right there!
Still no?
Payback time!
You'll be sorry for that. Eat this, sucker.
If that don't work, this ought to work. Alright, that one okay.
Well, what'd you expect?
Aerial Buster has been upgraded to Raging Buster. Busta. And we found an Igish.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed!
Well, we got to change that around. Lothars, what's the deal with this did one of the Saskatchewan, these are very weird things that only you and I will understand. What happened with the Saskatchewan Rough Rider guy? He like went into another lane and drove and hit and killed another guy. I don't really know too much more other than that, but I'm sure like for you guys out there, like that's your only damn sport out there, so it'd be like the equivalent of like Tom Brady, like, you know, dying or something, I guess. I don't know. All right, I think we don't have to go all the way back through there. We can just probably fast travel, right?
What are we waiting for?
All right, so now we got a quest up here.
Fair.
Nice to see you again. Huh. I see you've got a new...
Better take advantage while they're talking so I can drink.
Strange time for a new hire. Why do I feel like I know you from somewhere?
Just for the record, Kat, been streaming for 3.5 hours. I basically have a full beer left. This is how much drinking I've done today. Like, you know, we've accomplished nothing. No worries. I get that a lot. Business has been booming lately, is all. Enough to justify splurging for another temp.
You sure know how to pick the pretty ones. Hey, miss.
I know, right? That's exactly what happens when you're late.
With an officer.
And just to be clear, I gave Lothars the okay to play it at 11 o'clock because you weren't here. But believe me, we were waiting for the terribleness to come down. The rider who killed someone is crazy. Oh, are they? I'm not aware. Like I said, like we have our own CFL team. I don't really follow them. But you know, I know that's like really your only sport out there that you guys got. He was drunk and drove onto the wrong side of a double lane. Okay, because I saw a lot of things going on about where like everyone was sharing like oh, a Saskatchewan Rough Rider guy. You know, he was killed in a 2-car crash, and no one was mentioning the other person. And then I sort of heard blurbs and blips about the possibility that he was drunk and or high or both. I mean, you don't go in another lane for no apparent reason. So the player stole gas from a co-op, then he had drugs and alcohol in his car, and then he hit someone head on. Wow, that's a lot more than the media shares. Or like, you know, the Saskatchewan Rough Rider thing shares, of course.
Idiot, show some class. This isn't the place or the time.
Yeah, driving the wrong way on the highway. Yeah, that'll do it. That's unfortunate.
Sorry. I was just hoping to lighten the mood before this conference.
It's acceptable if I'm not active in chat, but if I'm here, unforgivable. I agree with you, Kat. We will lay down the hammer on Lothars if he does it out of line.
The air's so heavy right now. But
I gave him the okay. Yeah, that. A hammer with a face on it. Almost. Yeah, we'll go get mommy and then. Okay. I'm almost done. We'll play a little bit before and then after. Just don't show me on your shirt. Okay? Is the conference on what to do about eggs?
Exactly that. We knew they were trouble, but I think we underestimated just how much.
Do I have to bring up again how much this annoys me that someone is voiced in a scene, but everyone isn't voiced? Are you sure it's alright to be telling them that, sir? It wasn't. I wouldn't have done it. It's not as though they're uninvolved in all of this. Might not always see eye to eye, but I think of all of at least united and not wanting what happened in Cray to happen ever again. From next week, I should be around more. Brothers going home on Tuesday. No, never apologize. I mean, people are living their lives. I mean, look, this was a shitty week for me to, you know. So we got back to, like, normalcy. I never even realized, like, without even thinking about it, I'd worked nights for 2 months in a row, which all the things have to like align for that to happen. But I guess I was like off on vacation for the right days, and then I did a couple of shift changes with people that needed it to be switched because they wanted to watch some World Cup games. So I was just like, when I came in, on Monday and Tuesday when I had to work in days. I was like, my God, this Dracula is not a happy sore eye for that sun. So, sir, you're damn right there. I don't know how much we can contribute, but we'll do all we can. I can't help but wonder why they even picked Cray as their target in the first place. It was such a beautiful, peaceful village full of kind people. There's nothing that made it stand out. There's been discussion in some circles that it might have been racially motivated, but it's just rumor at this point. Really? It's not like this is the first time we've heard Almada has been funded by racist terrorists, so it's not implausible. Now that I'm thinking about it, people do say it's got a lot of immigrants for a village up north.
Even that could be a pretext, I fear.
Miss Rurin.
Good day to you, detectives. Arkwright Solutions.
You're all the way from Vantail, huh? Funny how you meet someone for the first time and just happen to bump on into them again and again, huh? Yeah, it's funny. I wasn't expecting to run into you again this soon either. Are the three of you here to take part in this conference too, then? That is correct. The President has ordered that the Army and the police work together on quelling the crisis. We at the CID will be serving as a bridge between the two organizations. Then your goal is to lure Almada out of hiding? That is one goal, certainly. Our first objective is to ensure the safety of the capital, then we can begin the next phase of our operation. According to our expert sources, the artifacts in their possession thankfully don't give them the ability to teleport over large distances. Octopath Traveler 0 is waiting for you to pick it up again. Nice. I gotta play that as well. I mean, I gotta play number 2 and then, start the world, but that means it shouldn't take us that long to bolster our city's defenses. Hey, I don't need 2 guesses on who those expert sources are. More shady people? We're going to be working on more thorough measures to eradicate them, but those may take a while. In the meantime, we're going to have to rely on slightly more usual measures to keep everyone safe, which is why you've decided to leak Dingo's video. What?
What's this?
Maybe a couple more. Okay.
Daddy,
I am. Just relax. Stop bugging and then I will. Better than the first. I enjoyed the first, so yeah, I look forward to it. And I doubt Heiue is going to stay quiet. I won't quite say quite we're trying to fight evil with evil, but at the very least, the army and the police may not be enough. So the president believes. So should we be really hearing all this? I understand how you feel, but keep your head down and listen. This knowledge could be useful to you someday. So was Rene with the president? I'm assuming so. I mean, since they got the fancy temp title of presidential aide and all. He is. He's currently on loan to the president, serving as our point of contact in his vicinity. I'm confident that he will do a first-rate job, though. I can't help but worry about just what entails to an ambitious man like him. Yeah, I feel you. All right. I get a message from you-know-who. He says that the group sealing off the mountains to the south of Longlai is acting off. And this is from me. If you're gonna meddle, just be careful. Hey, thanks for the heads up. Give my regards, too. That's Ikarongo, right? Great, not those monsters. Well, the last thing we want is more trouble right now. It's almost time for the conference to begin, Inspector. Got it. Are you ready, Miss Warren? Of course. Let's be going. Can't pretend to be a fan of the work you do, but I know you're trying to stop this madness all as much as we are. I'm gonna do the best we can in our own way. You should do the same. But that goes without saying. Ooh, we got more free time added. I knew Almada were scum, but this despicable bastards. God us have mercy, because I won't. I say we round them on up and give them the firing squad. The public needs to work with us on this. We gotta take those scum down. Cartesian Cat, I gotta ask, where did you run into SpongeBob? Where was that? Was that in Rome, Italy, somewhere else?
Well,
Amsterdam, okay. Please direct all requests to you. Yeah, I understand. Everyone's got their hands full. Belordo was saying he was a really important investigation to coordinate. It's taking up a lot of his time. So this is my chance to really step up as an officer and handle public reports. Okay. I know you've been talking with Inspector Deswani, Mr. Arkride, and for one reason or another, he trusts you somehow. You sound bitter about it. You don't trust me yourself? It's not the problem, more that I care. I have to. Being stubborn about it won't get me anywhere. As my superior, the inspector knows who to trust. If he sees who you've done and finds you trustworthy, and what he says goes. At any rate, you're not the real enemy. Almada is. Well, but as a man of the law, there are certain things I can't overlook. Lines I can't let you cross. We do need all the help we can get, no matter where it comes from. And I'd be lying if I said I weren't relying on you. A little, in a roundabout way. Let sleeping dogs lie, yeah? We're both working against Almada here, so no point barking at each other. You got your code as a cop, and I got mine as a spriggan. Now, those codes are taking us in the same direction. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The way I look at it. Well, I suppose Almada is too dangerous, too evil for us to go making other enemies. That said, once this Almada business is said and done, we're putting our sights back on you. Look forward to it. Great. They also have this thing called the Wonder Experience, and they recreated Bikini Bottom. They also had the Krusty Krab, Squidward's house, and Miss Puff's boating school, where you could get a boating license. Oh, like a real, legit boating license? Fantastic. These guys aren't just criminals. They're a threat to the whole world, and we need to be banding together against them. Nah, not a real one. Oh. I mean, I thought there for a brief moment that maybe getting a real boating license from a SpongeBob thing would have been the way to go. All right. Refreshment delivery with Hermes. His group decided to take another short break, even though a nuclear weapon went off in Cray Village, of course. They also had a massive ball pit, which was fun to jump into. Didn't someone at a TwitchCon jump into a ball pit and like broke their back because they didn't realize that it wasn't like a big giant hole? It was just like 2 feet, and they went like to do a cannonball and broke their back or something. I don't know if they got paid out by Twitch or not for that. Looks like it's raining out. A bit of a shame for this time of year. Wonder if the goddess is crying somewhere out there too. Yes, idiots. Yes, idiots are everywhere. Oh yeah, like apparently this was just like a step down area that I assume was filled with something before. Like, so it was carpeted and hard, and they decided to fill the whole area with the ball pit thing. And then so someone as one would, you see ball pit, you're like, oh, I should jump into that, not realizing that it's like concrete. My back, I can't walk anymore. I was just so busy this morning, I didn't even have time for breakfast. Don't want to keep everyone else waiting though, so let's make something light and quick. Oh, I see. We're calling Hermes to get our Uber Eats.
Here's your delivery.
Thanks. I appreciate you being so quick. And don't mention it. I get my customers what they need ASAP, rain or shine. Why order food though? You could have just gone downstairs and eat with everyone else. But anyways, it's just you right now. Yeah, I just got back a little bit ago. Oh, gotcha. Could we talk outside once you're done eating? Only if you feel like it, of course, no pressure. I know it's raining and all, but we can work around that. Well, this is a surprise. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to ask me out today. Come on in. Have a seat on the couch and I'll get you a drink. I'll be done with the food real quick. Please tell me she takes her helmet off at least at some point. Traffic's later than usual, though I guess the roads aren't usually busy this time of day. True, but I imagine a lot of people are staying indoors due to the emergency declaration. Also, I doubt many are in the mood to go out and have fun right now. Listen, thanks for thinking about me, Hermes. But I'm fine, really. Are you trying to convince me, or yourself? I'm upset with what happened to Kree too, but the people there are always good to me whenever I drop by for work. Yeah, they welcomed everyone who showed up to their doorstep, even if you were an outsider or a Jaeger. Their kindness and hospitality touched Anya, Fairy, and I when we went there a couple months back. I hear they stopped by there a lot too. You're talking about your reporter friend, right? I worked with him many times over the years. He was a good man. The world's a poorer place without him. Keep playing Trails to see if she removes her helmet. I would assume she would. It's making me more figure out, like, who on earth is she? You know, as to when she would actually do that. It'd be like, oh, it's her? Maybe. Should never take today for granted, because no one's guaranteed a tomorrow. He and I both understood that, and yet you're preparing to fight the people who took him away from us. You're going to stop the Mafia from stealing the futures of countless others like him. That's the decision you've made as Van Arkwright, isn't it? I'm not going to ask why you came to that decision, because I already know the answer. You're not the kind of person who runs from adversity. You tackle it head on. Never thought I'd hear something like that from you, of all people. Think you got me all figured out, huh? I'm trying to think of... what was the name of the girl who rode the bicycle... or the bicycles... the bikes in Cold Steel? I want to say Angelica, but I don't think that's the name. I don't know why that name comes to me. But she was, she played a rather... Angie! Yeah, Angelica, I guess. Yeah, I want to say it's her. But that's the only thing I can sort of throw out there. Like, I don't know if it is for her, but... Never thought I'd hear something like that from you, of all people. Think you got me all figured out, huh? We've known each other for a long time now. I'd like to think I've got your number at this point. Guess I'm slipping then. I'll have to do a better job keeping up the mask. Can't have my assistants worrying about me. That is not Angelica. Okay. I know there are sides of yourself that you don't want your assistants to see. But remember this, Arkwright. You aren't the only one who wants to help others. There are people in your life who want to extend a hand to you, too. Got it. Well, the rain's finally letting up. Should be a smooth ride from here. Oh, you heading out of the city? Yeah, I've got an urgent delivery to make, so I'm going to get it done now. Need a hand? I mean, I doubt it'll be easy to get out of Edith with the emergency declaration in effect. I'll be fine. They should have been told to expect me. Huh? Oh, yeah, you're a pro courier. I'm sure you know what you're doing. Safe travels. Same to you. And if you need any help with anything, just give me a call. I'll be over before you know it. I look forward to your continued business. And you'll have it. Peace out. Thanks, Hermes. Give me a second.
It's taken.
Okay. Fine. Okay. You're right on time. I just came out onto the highway. Thanks to your help, I was able to get through the checkpoint without issue. There's a lot less traffic on the roads than usual, so I expect I'll reach a little ahead of schedule. Excellent. I'll be waiting. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to oblige your request, so I'm pleased to have been able to. I'm well aware you're against the clock. Saying no was never an option, especially since I'm connected to this project too. I'll make sure these parts are delivered. More... Oh! I'd swear it on my name as a courier. I'm sure you will. I trust in your abilities. As long as the parts arrive safely, I have no specific instructions on how to deliver them. I'm counting on you. Counting on contacting me again once you arrive. Understood, Professor Cronkite. Dun dun dun.
Don't be a stranger now. Maybe if you're ever up for it, we can ride around somewhere.
Receive some white gloves. Alright. My son is bothering me to play games with him, and I'm going to oblige to that. He wants me to play Fortnite with him. And I will be back again tomorrow with more of this, and we'll accomplish a lot more, I think, maybe. As long as he doesn't keep bugging me to play Fortnite or something. But we'll have to see. But, yeah, we got a good little run in here, and, you know, start to be objective about it. But, this crazy kid.
So...
You want to do the outro? You gonna do the outro thing?
Well...
Goodbye? Are we gonna do it? Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to call a day and have a, Logie, you gonna do it? It's time for me to say goodbye and good night. Peace out. Bye, everybody. Peace. You say later, Tater? No? Alright.
We're playing Pull Lucky Block.
Yeah, pull a lucky block. I never knew what a brain rot was today, and now I know. Bye-bye, everybody!